you say hello to the viewers. Why are you pointing in their fucking eyeballs with your fingers if you want to say hello? Why not do like a
The
nice
eyeballs
greeting
are going
with
to be
your hand?
somewhere else. If anything, he's pointing at the camera lens. If anything, the cameraman should be pissed off because he might leave a smudge there, and he might
Like if
be
it was,
very, very upset because he's
if
damaging expensive camera equipment. That little bastard.
I mean, if it was you, it would be, hi everybody, it's me, Proper Jeremy. Live long and proper.
I say
And
that
we're
at the end.
live. Welcome,
I know. I
everybody.
saw you do that. It said broadcast is live. Broadcast is live or something. What
Yep.
is up, everybody? Hello.
Welcome, everyone. And we are here
Welcome them to where?
to the fandom zone, of course.
Oh my God!
Wow.
What are you, a gay
Wow.
magician or something?
What was that?
What is
Why
gay
did you go
magician
up a
and
fucking
how-
octave?
Whoa!
Why did you
how
go
am
up
I
an
a gay
octave?
magician? It's
Welcome
not
to
like I pulled a
Fandom
rabbit out of my
Zone.
ass and I said, "Hey, welcome to the fandom zone."
That was better. Oh,
or
shit.
you sounded like
This
a really
keyboard
creepy
hates me,
dude,
too.
like who was just saying
God.
like, oh, I don't know, like the guy that leads all the South Park kids to Imagination Land. It's like,
No,
where
no,
are we
no.
going?
If I
Well,
wanted to
to
sound
Imagination
creepy,
Land, of course.
if
Off
I
we
wanted to
go.
sound, if I wanted to sound creepy, I would have said, "Hey there, guys. We got a great episode, and if you stick around, you get to see my ribbons."
Is that supposed to be fucking Mr. Garrison? What the hell was
No,
that?
that's Herbert the pervert, or at
That's
least
Oh.
trying to do it.
Get your sexy ass over here.
Please don't
Oh,
ever be
Family
around
Guy?
children. Stay away from my kids.
And any future kids.
Welcome, everybody, to the fandom zone. We're here starting off crazy, as always, for a great shilling. I half-assed this because, unicorns, and I'll leave it at that. But anyways,
Oh my
we have
God.
a great panel
Oh,
here.
no one cares.
Everybody cares, okay? It's a big deal to
Nobody
me.
cares about you and your fucking unicorn problems because it's not a real problem. What a fucking terrible thing. I was touched by a unicorn. Oh no, we feel so
Yes.
bad for you.
Actually, I do kind of feel bad because, they have those horns and,
Hey man, he's never said stay away from this or that, so I assume
How
that
do you
he
know?
encourages everything. All I said was he's never said stay away from this or that.
How
He's never
do
said
you
it.
know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that I've never heard him say it?
Yeah.
That is
Because
true.
I know what I've heard people say. Like that's a strange question.
No, it's not. How do you know he's
I'm
never?
not gonna lie.
You want me to prove a negative?
No, you are not in the room. You don't know what the safe word is.
I'm not talking about his safe word. Oh my God.
The safe word is don't stop.
No. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Hey, you brought up a safe word. No, Proper brought up. Never mind.
You don't know what goes on between those two.
And welcome everybody to the fandom zone. Tonight we're here for the great shilling. I have a great panel, and before we get started, I do have to congratulate someone here on the panel. They are finally through the YouTube slog, the bullshit you go through, and our very own newest member of the fandom zone, Proper Jeremy, is monetized. So let's give him a big round of applause.
Yeah, thank you. I'm very excited. I'm planning.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I plan on having a monetization stream this weekend, probably on Sunday.
Oh, that's a great day
on
to
a
do
football day.
Oh yeah.
No, but after the football.
Oh, that's wait. What do you? So at
A little
10:30
later.
at night, 8:30 at your time.
Anyways, what are we?
Okay.
I keep forgetting that you're in California, specifically Southern California, so you don't care about professional football.
Not necessarily. I care if the Packs win.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I like it when they win because it's my brother's team. And
Well, that's
also,
good.
I don't really care, but yeah.
Like I said.
Okay.
Yes,
Tweet is
we're
out.
saying.
There we go. Hey, what's up, Geekasile Tendencies? What's up, Matt's Mama Bear? Tommy, what's up? Butterfingers, good to see you. Trey Courtney, lurking in here. Good to see you. We
I
have
miss
Fights
Trey.
the Zombies. Welcome. I like saying Fights
Does
the
Tommy
Zombies.
have a last name, or he only has
No.
one name?
No, he's like
It's just Tommy.
Prince.
He's like a Power Ranger.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna
mean-
go with one name.
Well, Tommy had a last name, Tommy
But
Oliver.
that's his last name?
Really?
I think so.
That whole time? I never knew that.
I thought his
Yep,
last
Tommy
name
Oliver.
was Green Ranger, and then White Ranger,
Nope,
and then
it's
Red
Tommy
Ranger,
Oliver.
and then whatever other colors that he wanted to be, because he just wanted to continue being a Ranger. So he's
Mhm.
like 8 different ones.
By the way, I totally believe that he was a high schooler throughout all of the Power Rangers.
No, I call BS. They should have changed that a little bit better and made him like a coach or something like that. Like, I refuse to believe he stayed like a high schooler for that long.
Of course they did. They were all
Oh,
high
Jesus.
schoolers the whole time.
The whole
You
time,
took-
guy. Dude, Ash Ketchum is 10 years old. It's
Yeah,
been 20 years.
that I can believe. He's got to catch them all, man. He
Wait,
can't
what
age
was-
until he catches them.
What was the big deal about him winning the Pokemon League? Did he like actually win everything? Like
No,
that was
he just won the particular league of the region that he was in. That's it.
Oh God, no! That why was it blowing up on Twitter? Who gives a fuck?
Well,
Exactly.
here's the thing, because
Oh,
since it
God.
started, he's never won anything except for gym matches.
He
Wasn't
never
a
won a
real
This is
league.
fucking
like-
league, and he won the orange fucking league. Don't get me fucking started on this goddamn fucking bullshit.
Are you serious? He never won a Pokemon League.
Nope,
Not a real one.
He was just a loser the whole time. Wow.
pretty much.
Well, I mean, is top 2 and top 4 a loser?
If you think about it, he is a loser.
Okay, PB, let's be real. Top 4 is not. That's like Nelly said it the best, where like 2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers. That's
You
why
know
you
Except
got
what?
that
to
everybody
one.
remembers his name. They're like, yeah, we love you, Satoshi.
Fuck is who's Satoshi? Is that a? I thought
That's
that
his
was
name in Japanese.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like somebody in Super Mario Brothers or something.
No, it's just a Japanese joke.
Oh. And we just call him Ash.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Way
show died
simpler.
for me when they separated the trio.
Ah, so you were through it all the way through Generation 2. You know they got back together, though, right?
No, just the trio. I don't care about those other stupid kids. They can go
Yeah, I
fuck
know.
themselves.
The trio got back together.
Yeah,
When?
the band got back together.
But was it the like original voice actors?
Yeah.
When?
In Generation 4, Brock gets back. Brock
Okay.
rejoins them, and then I don't know how many individual episodes they have Misty in, but you're correct. They don't all join together and go on the adventure again. There are only spot episodes where they're all together
Yep.
because
So-
they had to use, for whatever reason, a different chick for every region.
Anyways, we should probably talk about the shilling. That's probably what people are
Oh,
here for.
Star Wars
Oh,
for Pokemon.
Oh my God, Ash looks so stupid.
Oh yeah,
What are those
the art
fucking
style now
lines
is
on his
fucking dumb.
face? What are those lines in his face? Is it supposed to be facial hair? Those are two ends. Like, what the fuck
No.
is this?
No, it's not facial hair. It's just a
What
bad
the
art style.
fuck is this? Oh my!
It
Oh
would
my
be like
God.
the art style back then. Just like, if I recall, you like the art style of the Clone Wars, correct?
Not
Proper,
necessarily,
Jeremy?
but like, no. What the fuck
Oh
is
my
this?
gosh.
What am I looking at?
Hey,
What
did
the
you like
fuck?
the art style of Rebels, or did you not watch any of Rebels?
No, I liked Rebels. That was fine. No,
Okay,
but
so
just
they
I'm
did the
talking
same
about
thing to
this
this
in
generation
particular.
of Pokemon that they did to Star Wars Resistance.
Oh God.
Because yes, what the fuck
Ew.
is this?
Did you see? Did you see it?
Resistance.
You showed on the screen.
I'm
Share your
screen
screen,
sharing it
Proper
right now.
Jeremy.
I am
Oh, I don't see it.
There we
because
go.
Zod isn't showing it.
There we go. Here we go.
What the fuck is this? What is this fucking
Weird
face?
anime lines.
Why are there two ends? It's like no, like not both way. What the? No, he looks horrible. It's like this isn't facial hair. It's not like they're just
Nope.
lines. Nobody else has a line on their stupid face. And Brock
Nope.
doesn't even look like he's alive.
Oh, he's definitely alive.
Gosh, I did just look so. It looks so dumb.
It's not a mustache, Sean. Where do you think there's a mustache, Sean? Like, that's his mouth slit. Crikey.
Yes, Sean, it's a mustache. How you
Ugh.
doing, Sean? No, Tommy, I don't hate everything Star Wars. Rob is a nice guy.
What's up?
What?
What's up, Sean? Good to see you in the chat here.
That was fucking funny. I like that joke.
No, thank you. I have a few of those. Are we gonna shill some people or like?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
So,
there you go. Now you know Tommy's full name. Don't disclose it.
Oh, you don't have to. I was kidding. You didn't have to
No,
tell me.
it's too late. It's too late. You've
didn't-
asked a question and it's been answered.
Yep, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. You now have a big responsibility of that. Never say his name ever, even though you might be tempted. You can't ever say it. Just think about that responsibility.
Yeah, let's shill. That's what the mama bear says. Let's do it.
All right, so we're here for the great shilling as always, and tonight we're doing our favorite people. We're doing Collider, but we're doing a different version of Collider. We're doing their Jedi Council because they've got some great stuff for us about the prophecy and whether or not it's going to be brought up in Star Wars Episode 9 and all of the other great, wonderful stuff that I'm sure they are so looking forward to. They're just so excited because they love Disney and they love Disney Star Wars. So it's going to be great. One might say it'll be magical.
Oh my
Huh.
God!
Couldn't help yourself, could you?
No, I couldn't. I miss Michael. Every once in a while I go, what is that crazy Michael K doing? And then I go, yep, he's probably living over at Disneyland now.
I mean, you're lucky you're a general because the poll online said that everybody wanted to shill you tonight. But alas, we do not have a video of General Zod talking about DC Universe.
You know, I might purposely just do a video. You know what? Everyone in the chat, if you want to see me do a shilling video for DC so I can be shilled here on the Great Shilling, give me a thumbs up. So send those thumbs up emojis, and if you guys want to see that, I will make a special video just shilling
Wait,
everything
a
DC.
thumbs up is an emoji? I thought that was an emoticon. What's the difference?
What is the difference?
Emoji is short for emoticon. I don't know what the J is for, but
okay.
These kids today. And Sean Stackhouse has even offered his services for that shilling. Okay. SpongeBob gave him a thumbs up. That's huge because, he's busy making Krabby Patties and he took the time to do a thumbs up.
And he
Matt's
gave a
Mama Bear
yellow
is down.
thumbs up. That's very appropriate.
Now SpongeBob has it right. He's an emoji. It's like an emotional black man.
Tommy says, Zod, you have failed this live stream.
I think he just likes saying that. I don't blame him. It's
been 15 minutes and we've done no shilling.
Hey man, I've watched other live streams where they've bullshitted far longer than that just to get it going. Like when I was watching the fucking live stream where it was Drunk 3PO and who was he talking with? He was talking with 19K Fox and Lord Callis, and they were talking about the rumors. They're not leaks because they're not confirmed by anything, which is what makes them rumors. Anyway, they were all calling them fucking leaks. They bullshitted for like 20 fucking minutes before they talked about anything Star Wars.
And P. Reed was counting that because he's like, I came here for Star Wars. Where's the Star Wars?
So yeah, we're well within the time. But I mean, I'm halfway vamping until somebody put something on the screen because I thought that it would have been on the screen by the time I got done with my mini ranch, but yet it still hasn't shown up on the screen.
There is nothing on the screen.
Fucker. Whoa!
Yeah,
as if by magic, something appears.
And it's us. Okay.
Now, hold on. I got a message back. And who sent me a
You
message?
really are going to show all of your DMs right here?
Oh, yeah.
What a putz.
Just okay. I'm going to look back and read all of them.
Right?
you've been cahooting with. What if something really terrible was in there? Yeah, like
Hello.
Anything
Biden
terrible
Dirty
that
and
I
Grim
normally
Monolith.
say, like blowing up a building or something?
Or somebody else said, like, oh my gosh, this, Sean Stackhouse is such a jerk. Like, now he'll know. Now he'll know when he goes back and sees the DMs.
So what are we watching, Zod?
So tonight we will be watching a episode of the Jedi Council, and under the heading we have, will the prophecy of the Chosen One be brought up in episode 9?
I don't know, will it?
Yeah. So today on the Jedi Council, the panel covers the news that Rian Johnson says Lucasfilm is still working on the game plan for their set of new movies, which won't include him, but he's talking like they do. Plus, some cast news for The Mandalorian, as well as Jon Favreau saying he wants to direct another holiday special.
Jon Favreau.
That's right. I refuse to say Favreau. Plus, I like Favre better. Kind of reminds me of Brett Favre. Anyway,
I want a liter of cola.
That's why I didn't even think about that. I'll take a liter of cola. Plus previews to all of the comics and Star Wars canon universe, and your Twitter questions. Jedi Council host Christian Harloff is joined as always by Ken Nap. What the fuck? Napzok?
Where is it?
Right there. Napzok?
Yeah.
Zok? That is a weird name.
Yes.
With special
The
guests.
answer to your question is yes.
So let's see what these informative people have to say. I always love Christian.
Okay, make it full screen.
All right.
Full the screen. We'll let you know. Well, we can't really let you know.
No. Just say.
I mean, I'm hoping if somebody shows up that
they say something.
They say something in the regular chat because I can't see the private chat. Can you see the private chat proper?
Yep.
Okay, well, you keep an eye on that then with your right eye.
Okay.
I assume it's on the right side of your screen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go.
Ahoy there, matey. That was weird.
Okay, all right. Already.
What the fuck? What the? Oh my god, that guy.
That was weird.
I liked him a while ago, and he just said, "Ahoy there, matey." Oh my god, no, no, no. I used to think that guy was okay. No,
You can't say ahoy matey and wear a baseball hat.
no, you can't be. You can't be a fucking truck driver and say, "Ahoy there." You know, that's like
No shit.
Look at his beard, and for a second it threw me. Who does this remind you of? Who may be in a
Shellback.
movie? Huh? Oh my god!
So that's where Tim's beard has went, hey? That freaked
You
me out,
loaned it
man.
out.
When I seen that picture of him with his face shaved, I was like, who the fuck is this? Then I was like, oh god.
Oh my god! We gotta get past this. Look who's fucking staring at me. Fuck you. Fuck you. And your
What do you
eyes.
mean? The roundest face in Hollywood?
Yep. And he's just staring at us, going, "I'm still in Star Wars. Go see Knives
No, well,
Out."
he's not still in. Well, I mean, technically, he'll be in Star Wars forever. Like, Last Jedi is a movie. We can't stop it from being a movie.
Oh my god, no.
Welcome to Jedi Council. Today we're talking Ryan Johnson and the
See,
game.
what's on the screen? Welcome to the Jedi Council. I will point my finger at you.
We're talking about
He's in
Ryan.
a John Campia.
Wait, hold on. Go back a little bit. I want to hear how he said it again.
Welcome to
Before you-
Jedi Council. Today we're talking Ryan Johnson and the game plan.
Oh my god, that's so weird.
Ryan Jansen
Ryan
in the
Johnson.
game plan.
That's so weird. Ryan Johnson. That's
Today
weird.
we're talking Brian Johnson.
We're not even 20 seconds in.
Oh, I love these guys. I mean, it's just endless material. Like,
Yeah, but we've made it to Chewbacca, so I feel safe now.
yeah. Now we can pause. Look at that. Some
But that
classic
guy
music.
is still staring at us.
I know, like a creepy motherfucker.
He's watching us pee at the truck stop.
Like,
Oh.
get back into your fucking shell, turtle.
Oh no, we're not talking about.
Collider
He
Jedi.
said, "Oh my God!" He said, "We're going in deep."
Did he really?
Aw.
Go back. I didn't believe you.
Hold on. He says, "We're going in deep." No.
Special. And what does Chewie think of the Bendemption? We're going deep here on Collider Jedi Council.
We're going deep. We're going space balls deep.
I want to know who Ryan Jansen is.
Ryan
Oh my
Jansen.
God.
Ryan Jansen. Welcome, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen,
that
to
is
Collider
Fucking
Jedi.
rocking him too.
You're fucking making fun of him.
Oh my God!
I did not expect that. Ryan
Oh, well-
Jansen.
Yeah, they're totally making fun of him. I love it.
Oh shit. That was terrible and fantastic.
Our show we do here every week for you guys. And before we get into our show today with a very special guest, I want to let you guys know if you're watching Collider Live, you're already aware of this, or any other show here, you're aware of it. Or if you watched Mark Fernandez 2 weeks ago, tease, we have a very special sponsorship partnership with Heroes and Villains. Heroes and Villains, if you see my hat, or Ken, look at this get up. The cat.
Shoes.
Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that!
Crikey.
Thumbnail. That's the thumbnail.
Oh my God! Where's the Senate?
Right there.
That's the perfect thumbnail right there. Oh, that creepy motherfucker.
Hold on.
Where'd they
give me a
dig Ken
second.
out of?
Leave it paused.
What's that?
No, you can keep talking. Just leave it paused there for a while. Don't accidentally hit the button because Proper Jeremy is taking a screenshot that he can use or that you can use for the thumbnail.
Oh God! Yes, that's gonna be my thumbnail right there.
Oh my god, it's like he's prostituting himself.
Like, what is that
Use
look?
the hashtag Jedi15 for 15% off this piece of man meat.
Not to mention he's got Dong Lover over his shoulder.
He's like, everything he just said about this man It's all true.
That's a face of a person who looks at you like after they tell you a lie and he goes, "You believe me, right?"
Right?
Like, no, I believe you want to rape me, but he's
Oh
like,
my god.
I don't have kids in my basement, right? Jesus.
So okay,
Oh.
chat, please cap this. Like, give us your thoughts on this thumbnail. Like, what would you cap it if you're gonna meme this? What is it gonna be? Let us know. You are some of the most creative people out there. I know, Butterfingers. You
Yep.
have some interesting things to say. So
I bet this
Get to it.
Biden cube does too.
Biden cube. What the fuck?
Biden cube.
Zod has a Biden army. The deadliest in
You do have the Bidens.
Dude, I don't know how many different Bidens have shown up on this channel.
Dirty Biden. My favorite is Biden Touch. That's
Yep.
my favorite.
Yeah, he's always going around sniffing people. I was like, no, you're a touchy person. You're not a sniffy person. Stick to your thing. Stay in your lane, Biden.
All right, did you screen cap
believe-
this? Can we move on? This is starting to really like
You want
make
me
my
to-
skin crawl.
Do you want me to send it to you? And
Yeah, and then I'll do it up.
He'll
on my
work it
phone.
into the thumbnail.
Yeah. I'll
Whoops.
stop doing Dokkan battle.
oh, give me just a second. And here we go.
All right. Good lord. This is so creepy. This is like okay.
Now we got Bernie Sanders in the chat.
See now this
We
is
have
like,
Bernie in the chat.
Hell yeah.
you want to hear the irony of this is that I was just talking about my kids because Halloween is coming up, and I was just talking about like stranger danger and safety in numbers. This is the reason, folks.
The Bidens are safe because of their numbers. Although Bernie says that Biden is an old man.
Oh, good lord.
You need a picture, Bernie. Hello, Bernie.
Oh, good god.
Okay, let's get past the creepy man in a van.
Hat. He's got the shirt. He is decked out in Star Wars gear because of our new sponsorship with Heroes.
What's on his
and
fucking
we're
shirt?
really excited to be involved with them because, like,
Don't care.
It
try
says
No, not his shirt. I don't care anymore.
with the amazing
some
jacket
X-Wing.
on and Josh McCouga. So much cool stuff over there. If you go on over to heroesvillains.com, and if you want to save 15% off of the order, you go on over there and you put in Jedi 15 and you will get 15% off of your purchase. So go ahead.
And just so you know, if you get DC Universe for $7.49 for month 3, and you put in the promo code ZOD, you will also get an additional month.
Liar.
So go over to DC Universe right now.
Motherfucker.
See, I can cut a promo too.
Go ahead and do that. Thank you again to Heroes and Villains. Heroesvillains.com. Here to just talk about that today. We're here to talk about Star Wars. And Ken, what do we got going on today in the world of movie?
Oh my God.
Tell us about our guest.
Yeah, we got movie news with a special guest. JC Reifenberg is here. How are you doing, JC? Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You are known
Why
around
does everyone look creepy?
What
these
what
as
was
a
the fuck was that?
proprietor.
What was that?
What's up with the
3PO
silver
thing.
C3PO protocol droid?
Let's see.
The fuck is this
I
shit?
can read it because
Oh my god, they're ripping off
To
drunk 3PO.
heroesvillains.com. And if you want to save 15% off of the order, heroesvillains.com. But we're not here to just talk about that today. We're here to talk about Star Wars. And Ken, what do we got going on today in the world of movie news? Tell us about our guest.
Yeah, we got movie news with a special guest. JC
pause it,
Reifenberg
pause
is
it.
here.
No,
How are you
no.
doing, JC?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
You are known around these parts as a
Dude, he
proprietor.
said to pause it. He still didn't click the pause button.
Yeah, it's whatever. I wanted you to pause at the C3PO thing.
He wants you to
I
pause
honestly-
it on the fucking droid, man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Doesn't it
God.
kind of remind you? It doesn't
You're
matter. Fuck it.
Talk about Star Wars. And Ken,
All right, there we go.
Look at this.
Dude, you know how it's gonna say movie news, but it reminds me of Drunk 3PO when he had that breaking news little thing.
Oh yeah,
They
that was funny.
ripped him off. Collider is ripping off Drunk 3PO.
The rookie critic is here.
What
Wait,
up,
seriously?
Rookie? Good to see you.
I mean,
Welcome
unless
to the
that's
Great
somebody
Shilling.
else that's got their
Oh,
name
hi,
as a rookie
Rookie.
critic. No, that's
Hello,
him.
Rookie. How are you? By the way, how many? I'm curious, Rookie. How many? Do you get like a lot of like? Do you get a lot of like demonetized videos, or like you're pretty much clean?
No, they probably demonetized all of his murdering videos. So like every time
The
somebody
tomatoes?
watches a tomato, they're like, "Nah, man, nah."
The
That's
tomato
keto
video?
genocide.
Oh, Sean's backstage.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Thank you, proper.
Full screen. Welcome to the Great Shilling.
About that damn time.
How long you been back there?
Like 2 years.
Dude, I told Proper to
I
keep his right eye on that side.
I even
Oh,
sent you a private chat, man.
If
Dude,
we,
yeah, that's
we
well,
said,
yeah, that's
oh,
we
hey,
said to
hey,
comment
no,
in the private chat.
no. Sean has been here the whole time, so he has no excuse. I said that if you wanted to be on, you got to say something in the regular chat because we ain't going to be able to see the private chat because of the way that
I
Streamlabs
said
is
a
laid
bunch of
out.
stuff in the regular chat, man.
You did say
Where?
I
stuff,
tagged
yeah.
Zod. I tagged you.
You didn't tag me.
I didn't tag you. I was getting ready to, but then you noticed.
Oh, so you've been backstage for a solid 30 seconds.
No,
Okay, he's been back for 3 minutes.
I've been
Really, he
backstage.
said,
for at
"Random,
least,
I'm
like, 10 minutes,
backstage. You
man.
bunghole. Damn it, Zod. Pay attention to me, Zod. Zod."
God is screen sharing.
Pop Culture BB tells Zod to pay attention, and then
Yeah, he tagged me once.
Tommy said something. He said, "Tell Zod to look at the chat."
Oh, and Rookie
See, if
Critic
Tommy
just
would tell me,
answered
then
your
I
question.
would notice much faster. That's
It's been
true.
very emotional.
He said,
But you're
so
you're
far,
out. You're out of the
only
woods.
2 said
You're right.
these contain content unsuitable for some viewers.
Yeah, I have some of those too.
Oh, proper Jeremy, can you read the most recent message out loud from the rookie critic?
Yes. He said, so far, only 2 said these contain content unseeable.
Yeah, I ad-libbed that. I think I guessed.
I love it. I love it.
I
Thank
can't
you.
believe YouTube screwed up that bad. I mean, this is in quotes. YouTube needs to get their
Right?
shit together.
Well, I mean, it is YouTube.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds. They just granted me monetization. I'm not going to screw it up right
No,
now.
no. And see, the thing is, we're on Zod's channel, so we're probably going to be demonetized by association.
No,
More
that's
than likely.
That's the plan.
I will be assimilated. Biden cube. Okay. To what?
That's his
Crikey.
thing.
Oh,
we
into
go.
the Biden.
World of movie news. Tell us about our guest.
Yeah, we got movie news with a special guest. JC Reifenberg is here. How are you doing,
Look at this guy. I saw this guy in American Psycho. I'm fairly sure.
The Christian Bale part?
Yeah. He's got the comb over and everything. Look at him. He's like, hey guys, I'm about to murder everyone in my apartment and then hide the bodies. That's great. What can you tell us about Star Wars? Nothing. I just admitted to the triple homicide.
No shit. What about the dude? Is the dude that looks like he's from Duck Dynasty still here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's there. He's one of the co-hosts.
Oh my God.
I'm good. Thank
Known around these
There
parts
he
as
is.
a proprietor of sorts. You're a woohare of Hollywood.
There he is.
What?
Holy shit, that is
What is
him.
wrong with hair?
That is
Sean.
him.
Sean, did you see what the thumbnail's gonna be?
No.
Oh, check your Twitter inbox immediately and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Out loud, obviously, not in the.
I'm gonna type it.
Yes, check your box out loud.
Oh,
no,
jeez.
actually, tell me what you think of it here, because we're here.
Okay,
All right.
while he's checking his box, I'm going to.
All right.
Continue to play.
I don't have
Okay.
anything in my box.
Ooh,
All
yes,
right.
you do.
And a fandom themed bar here in Hollywood that I attend quite a lot. I love your tater tots.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I'm quite proud of those
Wait,
tater
what?
tots.
Wait, which bar is it? Which bar is it?
I love your tots. Oh, okay.
Which bar is it?
Okay, I'm looking at the thumbnail right now proper, and it looks like Posh Duck Hunter. It's like he's the rugged man who's not afraid to get a mani-pedi.
No, it looks like the guy that my parents warned me about way back when they said don't get into the van with that guy. This guy
I mean,
right
the face above his beard looks like it's been exfoliated like hell. I mean, the dude pays attention to his skin regimen.
Oh, I didn't get that deep into it.
He probably like has like beard butter and all kinds of crap. I mean, the dude is like he's probably wearing skinny jeans as well.
And look, his face, Lando's face, both exfoliate.
Wow.
Is Han
Jesus.
Solo really coming to Disney Plus? Oh gosh.
Ugh.
Good to have you here on Jedi Council. Man.
Thanks. It's good to be here. I'm excited to talk about Star Wars.
Okay,
I
so
like your
this
shirt.
guy
It's
makes
good, right?
tater tots at some kind of canteen. How is he like a big Hollywood woolly or whatever the fuck he said?
Cantina.
Well, he's talking about the scum and villainy.
Bar.
He's talking about the scum and villainy cantina that Kevin Smith does his Fat Man Beyond streams from.
That's actually a really cool bar.
Yeah.
Have you been?
No, I haven't. But I mean, I've seen like a bunch of his podcasts, and I've seen around the bar, and it looks really cool inside.
It is really cool. It's better than. Well, it's kind of better. Well, to be honest, I like the one at Galaxy's Edge a little better.
Did you go?
Time.
Did you go when they had it decked out for Game of Thrones?
No.
It looked pretty sweet.
Oh, cool.
They
Well,
should have
was
shot
all
it there.
They should have shot it there.
I think
Maybe
Kevin Smith has like hold on that bar for his podcasts.
On Fridays or something.
Oh, I think it varies because he never really releases anything on the regular schedule. Sometimes he does Hollywood Babylon, and then he does the Fat Man Beyond. So just depends on when he can get together with Mark Bernardin.
They have two scheduled in the near future.
Cool.
So shall we
Rod,
continue?
really, really quick.
Oh wait, that's Black Man Beyond.
Oh, that must just be Mark Bernardin doing his solo thing. But Zod, did Michael K get a restraining order against you or something? What's going on?
Yeah.
No.
He got two of them.
No. It was just well, I'll tell you guys off air.
Oh,
That's a yes.
Ooh.
so he gave you a cease and desist. Gotcha.
No, nothing like that. He's
I mean,
really
How about you
FYI.
just agree with me, Zod?
I mean, if you have to tell us off air, it must be some kind of I can't talk about it in public because I signed legal documents.
Let's just say it's a little less serious than my restraining order from Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Did
Anyway.
you really get a restraining order from her?
Well, apparently you can only send one letter. If you send more than that, it's considered a chain letter. Who knew?
Wait, what?
And please tell me
That
that
is
she
not-
did this when she was Buffy, not afterwards.
Oh no, that was
No, he totally did this after the Scooby-Doo movie.
Oh God.
maybe
Oh,
during
yeah.
Scooby-Doo as well.
Zod. You need some standard.
The second one had Seth Green in it. There were good things about it.
Actually, I really enjoyed the first two Scooby-Doo movies. I mean, I thought they were pretty true to the cartoon.
Matthew
But
Lillard.
there's more than two?
Yeah.
There are more than two.
No. Those were TV movies. They don't count.
I agree.
They were like straight to disc, yeah. So I don't count them because I've never seen them.
All right, shall we continue?
If we must.
Yes. Oppress the turtle.
JC, tell me a little bit about that before we get into it. I want to learn. I mean, for those people who, how many, Scummanville is the only one? Is it in Los Angeles? Do you have a couple different locations?
Right now, we only have one in LA on Hollywood Boulevard.
Have you been looking into expanding or waiting to see?
I've dipped my toe in the water here and there, looking at a couple of different options.
So if people coming into Los Angeles and they're, like you said, to celebrate fandom, and that's what your establishment's all about, what should they know about? Why should they're watching this show? They're big movie fans in general. Why is your destination the place to go?
Because it's the only spot where you can, one of the only spots where you can go and just be excited and geek out about the things you love. So the same way that sports fans every Sunday can congregate and go to any number of million and wear their costumes for the team that they love and share things about their sports teams. That's what Scum and Villainy is every day.
Oh my God, you gotta stop. This guy's a fucking idiot. Nobody fucking calls it a costume when they're putting on their gear to go to a game or go tailgating or to just go and sit at the fucking bar and eat chicken wings and watch a football game. Nobody calls it a goddamn costume, you weirdo.
I call them clothes or jerseys.
No shit.
I mean,
they're clothes. Like, that's not a costume. You're not dressed as... Nobody who has, like, an Aaron Rodgers jersey is dressed as Aaron Rodgers unless it's Aaron Rodgers.
Right. Nobody walked into that bar with cleats and shoulder pads.
You don't know that.
I do.
I highly doubt it.
I mean, I highly doubt it, but you never know. It's not.
They still wouldn't call it a costume.
Yeah, I know. It's not a costume. He's a fucking idiot.
It's called cosplaying.
Yeah, cosplaying and jerseys.
They're so different.
Wow.
Costumes.
Let's continue with these costumes and cosplaying that these football fans do. Oh
They
my
definitely
God.
know sports.
Because he's wearing a Christian Bale costume from American Psycho at the moment.
Jesus.
Is Bernie Sanders referring to himself in the third person?
Well,
I think you do that past a certain age.
Star Wars rumors to, hot Avengers Endgame that nobody knows about, or
Whoa. Fuck you. There is no hot take on Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame is over.
You mean people be hot taking it forever?
When was this recorded?
Let me see. Like a week ago, I believe. Hold on.
What the hell's his hot take then?
September
19th.
Yeah, so I mean, there's no hot take on Avengers Endgame. Come on.
The hot take is it's over.
The hot take was back in March.
Oh no, it was back in April when the movie came out.
Well, they have bounty hunters there because they're giving them misinformation. So I guess it fits with the theme.
My God.
Anything in between.
So it's like Comic-Con every day.
Yes, exactly. It's the after Comic-Con bar.
It's Comic-Con where you wear your costume.
No. I have to weigh in on this. I fucking like comic books. No, it is not a fucking Comic-Con, you douchebag, okay?
Dude, have you been there?
I've been to Comic-Con, yes.
No.
Which one?
Bar.
Have you been to this bar?
Because people do dress up at that bar quite a bit.
They do, but it's most of the time when I go there, they're just dressed like in regular people clothes. Like it's
No,
a bar.
Zod has never been to San Diego before.
No, I've never been to San Diego.
He's been to some Comic-Cons, but not the
Oh, in New
Comic-Con.
York. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been to Lame Comic-Con.
I would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
I would sell someone else's kidney.
I would sell you.
Oh,
But-
Right? Then we can sell all of his organs.
human trafficking.
And there's gonna be another demonetized video.
No, it's a lot easier to traffic in organs than humans. Just traffic in human parts.
It's going to be a lot of people that wake up in a bathtub full of ice.
Sean had to go to Comic-Con in San Diego.
Oh, Jesus.
I have not been yet. I need to go. We were supposed to go. I guess when you guys were doing the opening, I didn't have family stuff, but I would love to go. And you're gonna drag me to go.
I go all the time. It's
Okay.
it's now it started as a pop up when I was there. I think the second night I got like a little coin and I got a pint glass I still drink out of. But then it became a regular thing. It's a regular bar. Fat Man on Batman, Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin do their show out of there. And it's just a spot to hang out. I go there a lot to meet Scrimshaw, Nathan Hamill, a lot of friends like that.
Yeah, and if you went like you did very early, I mean, it's definitely evolved as we've grown. We've definitely gotten more nerdy and catered even more to the types of things that
Wait.
nerds like.
Can you pause it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's gotten better and better and better.
If you open a theme bar like dedicated to Star Wars, you should already be the required amount of nerdy. It should not be able to become more nerdy than it initially was when you opened it. This guy's so stupid. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. But I mean, if you have a Star Wars themed bar, it should be the level of nerdiness that a Star Wars theme bar should be. It should not be able to progress into more nerddom.
No, that's like a sports bar opening up and saying, we become more of a sports bar as
Right.
time
We opened up and we only celebrated rugby, but now we're celebrating American football as well.
and soccer,
Yes.
because that's considered football.
No, we're not celebrating fucking lame-ass soccer. That's not a thing to be celebrated.
Well, neither are you, but you're married and you have an anniversary.
Not celebrating it.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna continue.
Tater tots have always been high on my list.
Get these tater tots, man.
Every year, Alex from Star Wars Explained hosts
Yeah.
a little meetup there with a lot of folks. Eckert Flatter.
Well, because Steel Wars did one too.
Steel
a
Wars
couple
is
times,
there.
Yeah,
Hello
Steele's
Greedo.
been there a couple
That's
times.
where I saw Hello Greedo.
Star Wars Explained the one that blocked everybody?
What's that?
Is Star Wars Explained the one that blocked everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Steele invited me a couple times to, and I'm a really big fan of Steele, and he's invited me to a few of those, and it's just hard for me to get there. But I do want to. I've heard nothing but amazing things, and thank you so much for joining us today to talk some Star Wars stuff.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into Star Wars movie news. Ken, what's going on in the world of the movie news?
In the movie news, what's going on is maybe what's not going on or what's being delayed. And again, we're in this weird this news cycle dipping down as we're getting ready. I mean, we're not too far from what we think might be the Rise of Skywalker full trailer and getting more information. Mandalorian stuff's popping up more and more. But this popped up while promoting Knives Out because again, if you've worked on Star Wars,
I just want to know. I want to know where Shellback's getting his inside sources for this video.
Oh, Ryan, you still want to stay relevant with your fucking remake, The Clue? Fucking douche! Look at this face. This face.
The Clue.
This face screams, "Punch me! I'm a douche."
It does.
I mean, this guy. Okay, this guy strikes me as one of those pompous fucking filmmakers that does one or two good films or debatably good films. And then he thinks everything he makes is just a masterpiece, and it's complete shit. And he walks around going, I'm the greatest thing. You don't understand my vision, but I'm Ryan Johnson.
Honestly, I'd want to punch him even if he never had touched a Star Wars movie. He just
Dude, nobody can understand Ryan's vision. His eyes are so far apart.
Oh man, that's just in the world. In the words of Mad Squirrel, he's got a punchable face.
yeah.
He just every time I see it,
It's just because
okay, we
it's
gotta
a
keep
big
going.
round target.
I gotta take his face off the
Don't
screen.
promote anything else. You're gonna get a Star Wars question. And Knives Out
Oh,
director,
they made it
writer
bigger!
Ryan Johnson. Of course, the
He's
movie
got-
getting rave reviews right now out of some of the early festival screenings.
Look at this. I've got to look at this. Where he's like, "You will act terrible." I really don't want to do this. No, I'm Ryan Johnson, and you will do a Mary Poppins. But this doesn't make any sense to the story. No, it does, because I'm Ryan Johnson, and I'm subverting expectations.
Zod,
Stevie J is here.
take your medicine, Zod. You're going off on a.
You're wasting his 15 minutes. He's only got 15 minutes, and he's been backstage for 14 of them.
Welcome, Stevie.
What's up, Steve?
Oh,
Hey guys, how you going?
hey.
Zod
Welcome,
got the
Metal
medicine
Bass.
again.
Congrats, proper. Congrats. Awesome.
Oh, thank you, Stevie. How are you?
Doing good. Doing good.
How long have you been waiting?
Only about 7 to 8 minutes.
Oh, shit.
It takes Zod forever.
Because I'm screen sharing and I can't see the
StreamYard
chat.
is stupid.
Yeah.
Get another monitor, man.
Oh,
I'll do that as soon as I get monetized.
yeah.
So in the
and,
next 8 years.
Wait, Zod, I'm curious. Have you seen The Joker yet?
Yeah, I got a free screening.
How was it?
Watch his review.
Zod,
Thank you.
Did you make one?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been up for like a couple weeks.
so
Oh, really?
I was one of the first people to throw my review up even before the big channels. I'm at
Here, I will help you out, Proper Jeremy.
proper, since you brought up the Joker, I've
I
been
was just
kind of
curious.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
but I've been kind of wanting to talk, maybe to some people about this whole thing about the additional security that they're doing for the.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Well,
we
well,
put up.
I know they did, but I mean, the thing is, the Aurora event didn't even happen during the Dark Knight. It happened during the Dark Knight Rises, and they didn't have any additional security for any of the other DC movies since then. So, what makes the Joker so special?
Well, okay, there are particular things that happen that could be construed as maybe causing people to uprise or something like
No.
that.
It-
No.
it-
Sorry, Zod. No way. It's a movie.
right.
It's a movie. No chance. And look,
And what do you
nobody
expect
had
from
an
the Joker?
uprising for the Crow, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like this. I am going to, for everyone watching, check out Twitter because I know you guys follow me on Twitter. I will post for you guys probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow because I work. I'm gonna take a screenshot or a picture of the sign that we have up. We put this fucker up like a week early, and I'm gonna show you all of the bands that they have.
Okay.
You can't go in as like if you're a teenager, you can't go in just by yourself. You have to go into a group of 2 or 3 people.
Wait, what?
16-year-olds are not allowed even with a parent's signature.
Wait, that's a thing? You could do that as a 16-year-old with a parent's signature?
With
Yeah.
for a rated R
What
movie.
What the fuck? I always had to sneak in or bring my dad or something.
Yep. Now, if you're 16, you can get a parent to sign you and
I'm gonna
go
go
in to see a
2
movie
days, so
for
I'll let you know.
16. Yeah. I talked for Marcus, AMC. They're all gonna adopt this. You're gonna see signs on the thing. If you leave the theater and then try to come back in while the show is playing, you cannot come back in. So, like,
What if you have to take a dump?
No, I mean like if you physically leave the
discussed this
building
already.
and go outside, you cannot go back in until the next show.
Oh, you mean if you actually leave the complex?
Yep.
Well, that
Oh
makes.
my gosh, it's bad.
But this is just stupid. This,
And we have to guard each movie.
oh, gee.
The bear says
Stupid.
that she never needed parental permission. She just mauled the fuck out of whoever she needed to get in.
It's because she's a bear. I mean, I would let her in.
I took a little creative liberty with the second half of that comment.
All right, let's continue. I'll talk with you guys and send you some stuff like in DMs, and I'll show you, and then I'll post a main Twitter and tag everyone in so all of you guys can see. You're gonna get a fucking laugh. I mean, it's this big, long, like written or typed out note of like new requirements. You can't come in with backpacks. You can't come in with jackets. You have to leave them up front or in your car before the show starts. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. I said to my manager today, I said, if you think that closing booth, I'm going to enforce this bullshit at 1 a.m, then you might as well fire me now because I don't give a shit. Not the 1 o'clock in the morning. If someone decides they're going to go crazy, well, then Godspeed.
You're gonna get a roundhouse kick to the face, right?
I mean, this is ridiculous. And they're saying that we have to follow this, and we have showings to like 1 or 2 in the morning. There's no way at fucking 3 in the morning I'm gonna sit there and prove it's not happening.
Well, it's just stupid. Like I said, there have been violent DC movies since this all happened in Aurora years ago, and nothing has happened. There has not been there was nothing like this happen for either Deadpool movie. Deadpool is arguably going to be more violent than the Joker movie.
Never mind. I can't say anything. Never mind.
Well,
I mean, the latter
You're trying
half.
to spoil the movie.
No, don't. No.
because I'm going to go see it on Sunday, so I don't want to know any spoilers. But I'm just saying.
No, if you continue to talk to Zod about this
Oh, I see what
movie,
you're saying.
he is going to spoil it.
Gotcha.
Just please shut the fuck up.
Yes, yeah. I will.
All right, let's continue with this ridiculous asshole on screen.
Was asked about his supposed or alleged project and the future of it, and he just said simply, the truth is they're still figuring out their schedule, their game plans. It's possible.
Oh my God, look at this face. Oh,
I mean, if you wouldn't stop pausing, we wouldn't have to
squeeze in another film before or while working on that one. I will. So, we don't have any official news. The idea behind, Benioff Weiss doing 3, him doing 3, all that stuff's never, been confirmed. And the Ryan stuff was, at least it was officially announced.
Look. Okay.
Whoa.
Pause it.
They don't think that the D&D stuff with Star Wars has been officially confirmed?
Tiffany, didn't she come out and say, yeah, we're doing something with that?
They signed a contract to do 3 movies.
Screw
you know how I know it was confirmed? Do you know how the fuck I know it was confirmed? Because of the season 8 of Game of Thrones was shit. Because they took their money and they were like, fuck you guys, we're out. So I know that fucking trilogy is happening. It better, or I'm gonna blow some shit up.
It's going to probably happen on Disney Plus, man. This is what I think is going to happen, honestly. Kevin Feige is going to be doing a Star Wars movie, and yes, Kathleen Kennedy is the president of Lucasfilm, but he's Kevin Feige. He's got 10 years of Marvel underneath his belt. He's in good with Iger and a couple of other people that are above Kathleen Kennedy. So he's going to go in. He's going to probably not acknowledge 7, 8, and 9. At all, or at least as little as possible. He's going to tie an anchor back to the original trilogy and the prequels. And anytime Kathleen Kennedy tries to get in his way, he's going to go over her head and say, can you get this bitch out of my way? Because I'm Kevin Feige. I don't have to do this, but I'm a fan. So, you either do what I want or I'm going to bounce.
Well,
I guarantee
that's the
you.
hopes, but the Star Wars side has been
This
a
is the
mess.
Star Wars side.
So,
It's still Kevin Feige.
well, we'll see how that develops.
And so I wouldn't be
But-
surprised. We're just kind of waiting to see where it all falls into place.
I think that's exactly right. I think they're waiting to see what's going to happen, but this doesn't mean that it's canceled. It doesn't mean look, if you believe, and you should, everything that right now their structure that they've put in motion. Television show this year, television show next year. We don't get a movie until 2022, 2024, and then 2026. If you believe that particular schedule, that's the way it's going to stay, then Ryan Johnson's not doing another movie until 2028. So why would you be working on a movie so much? Yeah. Now, there's also ways they say, well, no, Ryan's come up with his vision. He can figure a way to do this that we can do 2022, 2023, and bring it back every year. I don't see that happening at the moment. I think that you're going to hear less and less about Ryan Johnson.
They already failed at that.
I think
What?
I said they already failed at that.
They can't do a Star Wars movie every year. It's not sustainable. That's why Lucas did it every 3 years.
I mean,
Yes,
it's
you have
totally
time to-
sustainable if they would write a good story.
Yeah, and you also have time to, I don't know, work on the story.
Right.
Right,
No,
right, you have to-
guys, it's not sustainable because everyone has fatigue. They're,
Oh,
they're tired.
they keep saying that
Oh,
the word vision and Ryan Johnson in the same sentence.
Yeah, I don't think they know what they're doing.
What, Stevie? You don't see Ryan Johnson's vision?
what happens if Ryan Johnson goes?
I see what's
like-
laid out before me, and it does make me want to get knives out. Yes. But I shall not see that piece of shit.
No.
I will watch Terrence's review. That is the only thing I'm looking forward to, and whether or not he guessed who the killer was. That's
No,
about
I
as
might
excited
watch
as I
Terrence's
am.
review, but the last video I watched on Terrence's channel, the comments were disabled, and I was very disappointed.
Yeah, me
What?
too. What's up with
Yeah,
that?
it's all of it. He's done it to all of his videos that he puts up.
Why?
I know. I don't know.
I'm
I
gonna
messaged him on Google Hangouts, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what I messaged him through. Because you can't message people on YouTube anymore either. What's up with that?
nah,
I
have his
can't
phone
either.
number.
I never could.
They got rid of that.
I'll just send him a text message.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Proper like you could never message people on YouTube.
Oh, I
No,
had
I
problems. Only if somebody messaged me, I couldn't actually initiate like a message.
Yeah, I couldn't message
Oh,
Philip DeFranco when I was
strange.
very disappointed.
Oh, Jesus. No, that's...
Oh,
yeah, you have to be
I did-
friends with the person, you putzes.
Well,
Oh, but
that's right.
but I actually, you know what you can do though? You can make him a moderator.
Yeah, but he's never going to show up.
No, but it's funny. Like, no, it's not
Shall
funny
we-
at all.
Shall we continue?
Well,
No.
Shellback says this is making him nauseous, so do it at your own peril.
Oh, well, I mean, turtles don't have that big of stomachs. Continue.
Knives Out getting great reviews so far. A lot of word of mouth. I think he's going to stay away from the Star Wars stuff for a little bit and focus in on other things. But yeah, that's
That's
just
all
kind
he's
of my.
getting paid for.
Hey, Knives Out is getting good reviews because it's the shill media, and look at the cast that it has. I bet you that the mystery of the murder mystery is there is no killer because he's going to subvert expectations. Fucking idiot.
The
No,
killer,
it's
probably,
fine.
The killer is what?
the killer was Donald Trump.
And I think Bob Iger said it not too long ago, is Star Wars works best as an event. And I don't think that Star Wars works every year as a giant event. You can't have, like, there's just too much of it. Like, you can't get so excited. There's something about thirsting for that big event movie that's only once every 2 years, once every 3 years, that really gets the hype at fever pitch. And now
Christian Bale
with
gets it.
Plus,
Christian Bale from American Psycho gets the fact that you can't have Star Wars every year and make it the event that it's supposed to be. It's got to be every 2 to 3 years.
Ryan, if he's actually getting a movie, let alone 3, it's going to Disney Plus.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way, after everything that's happened with The Last Jedi and the bombing of Solo, there's no way that the mouse, Bob Iger, there's no way that he's going to release another Ryan Johnson Star Wars movie in theaters. I just do not believe that they have the faith in Ryan Johnson. And rightfully so.
I mean, I dare them to release it in the theaters.
Yeah.
I dare
Oh
them.
God, don't do that.
No,
Well,
I
kind of like-
double dog dare them too.
That would just
triple dog dare them.
Well, it depends.
The
It depends.
beef.
It could make $1 billion if it's got Brie Larson in it.
Oh Jesus,
Wouldn't that be great though?
motherfucker!
that would
You
just
know,
completely permanently
what
fuck
if-
the fan base.
Here, how about this? What if Ryan Johnson makes the movie with Brie Larson and it turns out to be the best Star Wars movie anybody has ever seen?
Stop her. Look at them now.
Proper.
I mean, then we would be in
Think
the
about
Twilight Zone. But Mad's Mama Bear says, I have watched an all-guy threesome that had less fellatio.
Oh shit!
Great
Agree,
goal.
without shoving it down everybody's throat, and then
He-
Right after we say that.
oh, that was perfectly fine.
And then Shellback keeps saying puke. Well, I mean, after that much gagging,
Oh God.
after that much, so much of that being shoved down your throat,
Oh, okay. Let's
it's
get more.
got to come out
Let's get more
somewhere.
shoved down our throat.
you get these giant tent pole. Fans will react to that a lot better. Than
This is beautiful.
Here's a movie.
But I want to argue against that, but I can't because the problem was the stuff that came out so far. I think that the flip side of that
Came out.
movies they put out.
Right.
You have to
If-
pause it after each pun because we might be missing one.
Mad's Mama Bear, I love you. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Oh, she set it up perfectly.
Oh,
Before? Oh, wow. Mama Bear, thank you. The estrogen is strong in those ma'ams. I love how people are saying ma'ams.
oh Jesus.
And the
This
plural
is-
would. Ooh, what if the plural is memes? Ah, that'd be
Oh.
funny.
Memes.
No memes, not
Yeah, that's what I
ma'ams.
said, the
For
memes.
ma'am, it's,
And
oh,
The Force Awakens would have been received as well as, say, like Empire Strikes Back, which is not an easy task in general. But if they did that, if there were movies that just hit boom, 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 and they were just solid, people would want them every year. Look at what Marvel has done, and the excitement is still there. But I agree with you. I think that
You
because
can't run Star Wars like you can run
actually
Marvel.
and that doesn't that take a break.
Why? Because it's not as
focus
good.
on your
No,
streaming
it's better.
service.
yep.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes,
It's
it
a
does.
better product.
Yes, it does because
Therefore, you can't put out as much content.
well, look.
No. That's not what he said. No, he was saying that because it's more like an event and it's not like Marvel. Doing it every
Yeah,
few
that's
years.
exactly
taking
what
a break is
Marvel
better.
did. If we're talking
then he
about
mentioned-
Marvel Studios,
Yeah, but
Yes, and then he
they
mentioned
did the Avengers every 3 or 4 years and had the other movies in between.
TB, eat some cheese. Look at the drop off in quality of the MCU films since Age of Ultron. I love the movies, but let's be realistic. That there has been a drop in quality since Age of Ultron. It should-
No, Ragnarok was great.
No,
it
Ragnarok made Thor into a freaking idiot.
sucked. I walked out of that movie for a reason.
Yeah, I mean,
What
it
did
was-
the air conditioning not work?
It was a fun.
No, it was the El Capitan, and I didn't like the movie. I was confused. I didn't know what was going on because I hadn't seen
attention.
an Avengers movie since, I don't know, 2011 or something. And I was like, okay, this makes
so
no
you
sense.
didn't know the story, so you walked out. That makes
Yes.
more sense.
Well,
Yep.
it was a fun movie, but I mean, it completely changed the tone of Thor, and that carried over into Endgame. It made him a complete waste of a character in the movie. I mean, why even have him? They should have just killed him off. So this
What?
this is what I'm saying. I mean, Star Wars.
There is a movie in between Endgame and Ragnarok called Infinity War.
Yeah. Okay.
That entire movie happens in between. So you would have to say that his character from Infinity War tails over into Endgame. You can't just say, oh, well, they ruined him in Ragnarok and it affected Endgame. That's not the correlation there. That's not the way the story goes.
Wait, what? No,
Actually,
no.
yes, you can. Because
wait, what are you talking about? What are you
That's
talking
not the
about?
way the
Ragnarok
story
came
went,
out
though.
before Infinity War. What the fuck are you
Yeah, I
talking
know.
about?
Right.
Ragnarok and then Infinity War and then Endgame. So you can't say that, oh, it went from Ragnarok and that had the repercussions on Endgame. No, what happened in Infinity War is what had the repercussions on Endgame.
It went from Ragnarok to Infinity War to Endgame.
Yeah, is he not
know
supposed
the
to be able to
chronology.
have any character change or development? He's supposed to stay the same the entire time?
Thor is not supposed to be a gag character.
Well,
what do you mean? He's been a gag character the entire time. He was a gag character in the very first movie. They're sitting in a diner and he smashes a glass on the floor. That's a
Or
gag.
the part where he goes, "Your
He gets
puny
hit
Earth
by a
weapons
car
can't hurt
twice.
me."
I understand, and
Gets fucking tased.
that's why I've always said that the Thor in the MCU is almost as bad as the Hulk in the MCU. They're not doing the character correctly, according to comics.
Well, then you can't say that one movie ruined him because he has character progression through it all the way through. He went up, he went down.
I've heard it both ways, and you take it both ways, so shut your mouth.
I only give it one way, and that's to my wife.
And here we go.
Get those shows popular, extend the characters out, and then, because you're right, episode 9 right now, people are pumped to see.
Whoa! Fuck you, okay?
Yeah, because they owe me a movie.
Only PB is excited because they owe him a movie. But no one else, we're not pumped to see the movie because we're like, oh yeah, episode 9 looks like the greatest thing since sliced bread. We're looking at it going, oh yeah, episode 9. Let's see what this train wreck is going to look like. No one's going, you fucking...
Okay, well, first off, the greatest thing since sliced bread. Is that it? Is that really the greatest thing ever?
No, that was my analogy to that.
The stupid one. No, no. Anyways, but and seriously though, to say that nobody is excited about it just because everyone on this panel is not excited doesn't mean there's no one excited about it. Come on, but I agree that there definitely is not the hype that there was before The Last Jedi, especially not before The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
I've talked.
And this should be a bigger deal than it is.
Yeah,
it really should be.
If you think back to all the hype that led up to The Force Awakens, that was the event type of hysteria that Star Wars should be. And
but you also had Harrison Ford.
Yeah,
win.
But they in each movie they've like killed off a little piece of the legacy of the film and or the franchise. And why should people be excited for this movie? I mean, truthfully, I think the majority of the people that are excited for this movie are the people that say Last Jedi is their favorite Star Wars film.
And those people are wrong.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Incorrect.
Just wrong.
They don't Star Wars correctly.
They like Disney Star Wars, not Star Wars.
Right.
Because it's been 2 years since we've gotten a saga film.
Well, and also a
No,
little
it's
bit different than
before.
Marvel is you're creating the character of Cassian Andor and introducing him, Jyn Erso. Like a lot of the Marvel movies work because these characters have existed in different mediums for 50, 60, 70 years. So you have a familiarity with who Captain America is.
Okay, all right. Fucking Christian Bale look-alike from American Psycho. First off, no one knew before they started the MCU there was no one who said, you know what? I can't wait to see Ant-Man live action. That'll be awesome. No one knew who the fuck Ant-Man was. The only people they knew about was Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk. There was even a few people who really knew the ones they've had.
I can tell
built-
you, Zod, that's actually most people, unless you were a comic book geek or read any of those, which nobody has. Let's be
They
honest.
knew of the characters, but they
No.
didn't more.
The vast majority who are seeing the MCU movies have not read the comic books.
Yeah,
Period.
absolutely true.
And in fact, the only character that anybody really would have known was the Hulk because there was a movie that came out a few years ago.
And Captain America, because a lot of
No, not really. Not really.
I would have
I mean,
known. I would have known all of the characters, casually, just from, reading Marvel comics over the years. I've never actually been like a reader of their individual issues, but I've read like Spider-Man and it would have like a character in it or something. So I've known of the characters.
I would hope so.
Proper. I'll put
I
it
would
to you
hope
this
that there
way.
would be
With Captain America, I would say that the vast majority of people know the moniker Captain America, but don't know who Steve Rogers is.
That's very true.
Hey guys, I'm sorry.
So-
Really quickly, I've got to get going. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay.
Bye,
Say it faster.
Stevie.
Congrats, proper. Have a good show, everybody. These guys are fuckwits, and The Last Jedi sucks. See you
Safe
guys.
driving. We need to get him on a shirt
See
where
you,
he's not
Stevie.
driving in a car.
Oh gosh, that sounded like a dingo was on his trail.
Probably was.
Oh, let's continue with what this idiot has to say.
As you follow him, it's almost like different veins where Star Wars is like one just giant tube where everything kind of funnels through, where Marvel kind of splinters everywhere, and then it's exciting to see it come back together.
Yeah, they serialized it. Totally. I agree. Cam, what do you make of all this?
I don't make much, and I don't mean that negative or positive.
Yeah.
Just I think we're all waiting to see. I think the decision to give Rian Johnson the trilogy was kind of a knee-jerk reaction to Ryan or JJ coming back to 9 after Trevorrow left, and maybe they just, all right, you're going to do that and go figure it out, and we'll still
That
figure it
is
out.
not the proper timeline, guy, at
Although
all.
it changed a lot.
This
Bob
guy
Iger
has no
said it.
idea what he's talking about.
Well, obviously,
He thinks that Rian Johnson got his trilogy after Colin Trevorrow quit and JJ was brought back for episode 9.
he got his trilogy shortly after Last Jedi came out.
He got his trilogy as it was coming out.
Well, yeah.
Like it was in December, they said, "Oh yeah, Rian Johnson is getting a trilogy."
Yeah, it
And
was
then
in the-
January came around and they were like, "Yeah, we don't really talk about that anymore."
Exactly.
So
this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
wow.
Idea of we got 3, you got 3, everyone's got 3 movies has absolutely changed, and I still think this project will see the light of day just someday soon. And again, they built in this window till 2022.
Well, it's in development. It's just openly in public in development because there are a lot of because we were just talking about this off air. Is that there's so much stuff in Lucasfilm right now that's in development that we don't know about, but it's in development. And when they're ready, they're going to release information to say now we're getting serious. Because, like for example, Obi-Wan, it's been in development forever, and they're ready to release it.
No, it
forever.
hasn't.
I was right to do it at D23.
Well,
It's been in development for quite a while.
yeah, well,
What does in development mean?
it's a very vague term that is just
Yeah,
a due
as in
process.
people have thought this is a good idea. People been thinking this
Dude,
is a
it
good
can be-
idea for an Obi-Wan
No.
movie, ever since episode 2. So
Well,
yeah, good call.
about a
No,
year and a half ago.
PB, what we're talking about here, the process is a very long and grueling process.
Yeah, and
It's
about
not as long as what they're thinking it is.
various amounts of stages. Sean,
PB,
maybe you
about a
could
year and a
explain
half
better.
ago. Well, about a year and a half ago, John Campia all but confirmed that it was like a sure thing, and he started out with these douchebags on Collider. So
Yeah, but can we put a
Yeah,
lot of
except back
emotional
then
weight
everybody
behind
was
that?
confirming that it was a movie, not a TV show,
Yeah, originally when I heard it
because
was,
they have no idea what they're doing.
it was supposed to be a movie, and then Solo came out, and then
No, it wasn't supposed to be anything.
Yes,
It was just an idea.
No, the original rumor was, and the story.
Thank you. It's just a rumor.
Well, yes, but it was something that people like John Campia almost took as gospel. But what they said is that it was going to be a Star Wars story movie, like Rogue One and Solo. And then Solo came out and did horrible, and then they pumped the brakes on it. And, they decided that they were going to pursue it still, but they were going to do it on a different medium, and that's going to be, the streaming service, which
Right.
is fine.
So
I think I'd rather see it on the streaming service, honestly, than on the big screen, because I don't know, maybe it will have a different attention to different details because it's not going to be this big blockbuster event.
Well, I know there's a lot of people who would disagree with you, Sean.
right,
but
and
I'm not,
that is.
I mean, I'm definitely not one of those people because, honestly, it doesn't matter what medium you use as long as it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
It's good. That's all
I
we
just
care
think
about.
that maybe it would be easier for Disney to produce a better Obi-Wan series with Ewan McGregor than a single Obi-Wan movie with Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, they could. You get more time with Ewan McGregor.
Right.
So that's good.
Okay,
And so the
well,
only other
I know
option
that it's
is
all bullshit
something
because you don't develop a movie the same way you develop a TV show.
How do you know? Have you ever developed anything?
Because they're in separate divisions, or else they just have it under one division. No, there's a lot of things that I haven't done before, but I know how they work.
Well, sometimes they're under the film and television.
So that's not a good example,
live
Sean.
action television or live action entertainment or something. Usually they put that over that. But I know they're in two separate divisions, but it doesn't necessarily mean the two.
Right. So if they were developing a movie,
my thought, please.
Okay.
It's the two. The two can coincide at points. Like if you have a TV movie or something, but that's usually television. But sometimes they merge together. I mean, they're not like in totally different buildings in different parts of the country. They're not totally separate. They sometimes will work together if this script works better here, script works better here. Remember, they pretty much canceled all the Star Wars story movies, so they had to do something with it.
Well, and it's very possible that once they started really getting into the story and the structure of what this would eventually become, they felt like this would maybe work better as like an
episodic.
Yeah, exactly.
No, and yeah, also, I can see that point.
It's something that I'd like to add. Like some of the more interesting stuff seems to be coming to Disney Plus.
I agree. I
still say fuck Disney Plus, and I won't get it.
I'm gonna get it.
I'm getting it.
Fuck them. I'm not giving them a fucking dime.
I saw a preview of Disney Plus. This dude, I forget where he was, but he actually had it up and running, and he was scrolling through the stuff that was on it, and they actually had all. Yeah, he had the the beta membership, and so, but as he was scrolling through everything that was on there, I saw that they had the balls to put the Black Cauldron on there, which is a very bold choice because they all but denounced that film.
Interesting.
So could he like watch everything too? Like, can he watch
Yeah.
The Mandalorian?
I don't know. I don't remember if that was on there or not, but I assume so. It was a fully functional beta program that some people around the world are actually participating in at the moment.
I want to.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's continue.
This is the same thing. However, it's out in the public already,
Yeah.
so it's in development, and when it's ready, they'll let it go. But I don't know. There's a lot more to come with this, and I also want to see what's going to happen with Disney Plus. But you're right about Solo with Bob Iger. It's that before Solo came out, Star Wars was impervious. It just it never lost. Every time you put out, it made money. It was the first one that went, oh wait, it's not. It has a weakness. And I think that you're right. You start to, if you're an executive, you say, oh, anything we put out with Star Wars is going to make money. Oh wait, it didn't. Okay, let's hold back. Yeah, you make a good point.
Which is what a good CEO would do.
Absolutely.
Let's look around. Look around.
All right, what's next?
All right, coming up. This next
That's
story.
not what a good CEO does. You don't
CEO
just say
would make
one
sure the
thing
script
didn't
was
make
good.
money. We pull back on everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, direct movie news stuff, but Jon Favreau was speaking with a friend of the show, Ash Crossan, and there's a lot of references, a lot of things coming up in the Mandalorian. We've already seen Boba Fett's weapon from the holiday special is in the Mandalorian, and he was asked about that, and he said, Favreau says, I was the one who was bringing the holiday special to the table. That's my generation. I love the holiday special, certain sequences more than others, but I love the introduction of Boba Fett and that rifle that he had.
Oh my God, no!
His magnet rifle.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's like a pitchfork or something. I don't know.
Oh.
A giant tuning fork.
I draw inspiration from that. So, on Disney Plus, is there room for a fun, schlocky wink and a nudge?
Schlocky?
Let's pull back on
I
that
don't
for a
even
second.
know what that word means.
I don't either.
That's worse
Yeah,
than
it's
Hercule
schlocky.
Jerkily.
He knows so little about Star Wars, he's making up freaking words.
Wow.
Okay.
Holiday special. No one has ever said that before. I mean, George Lucas hates the holiday special. He doesn't. You love it. I mean, if he's been on record before. He's not been a big prequel fan.
That is not what he said, guy. He didn't say he loves the holiday special.
Karloff makes a good
Said he
point.
loved fucking Boba Fett's introduction in it. That's what he said.
Not the prequels. But I think he probably appreciates the special. Is probably maybe the better word. I don't know. I have to ask Favreau.
Let's
But
speak for him.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying, let's speak for him, you fucking idiot.
Commercials in between
Right.
in between it.
Is there room for a holiday special? I mean, I think that depending on how it's done, if it's animated, they do it in a certain way. They could do a holiday special. It's just, I don't know if we need it.
I mean, people celebrate Life Day on Earth now.
Yeah, right,
every
Oh, my. What?
No one is talking about doing another holiday special, you fucking idiots.
Wait a minute.
What does that
Did
mean?
you just say we celebrate Life Day?
Life Day?
What day is Life Day?
It's what they celebrate in the holiday special.
No, what day is it?
Yeah, but what day of the year?
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so what the fuck's he talking about?
I don't
Life
know.
Day?
Listen, he's good at running a bar, but not good at talking about this shit.
I mean, look at him right now. He's confused.
He looks like he looks like he's worried that. Never mind.
Yes!
I can't.
Go
Like,
ahead.
I'm sure there are people out there that are celebrating it and know exactly what day that it happens on, but you can say that about just about anything out there. There's people out there that go to Satan's church too, so excellent.
Let me see real
December,
quick.
you're not doing it quite right. So, like, why not? Why not? Like, if Jon Favreau pushes it, I'm sure they'll do it. I think he's probably just having fun with people.
I
though.
think you're probably
I
right.
think you're
God,
right.
oh,
He didn't say that he wanted. Oh my
Day
god!
is
What?
okay, Life Day is November 17th, which was the day that the special aired.
No,
That's the day after my
occurs
birthday.
That occurs during the month of Hanukkah. It is not allowed.
Hanukkah?
Yes. The first 19 days of November is called Hanukkah, and eventually it will be a legal holiday.
Shut the
Okay,
fuck
we're gonna
up.
continue.
Sean, what the fuck?
Maybe in Western Missouri.
You might have prevented your location podcast to it's a Life Day celebration. That is the holiday special that directly comes from it. So there's a legacy there, you know. And at the time I got to interview Carrie Fisher, she busted out the Life Day song. 40 years later, it was in her brain. So there's a lot of things there. But yeah, I'm looking at Lumpy behind us here.
Isn't Lumpy canon? He is, right?
Lumpy is canon.
Yeah.
He's now more just referred to as Waru, I believe,
Right.
from the Aftermath stuff. But I guess my bigger question is with Disney Plus, are we open to the idea of once some of the shows come out, The Mandalorian, of just having fun with Star Wars in a half-hour chunk of time with something kind of fun and silly?
I think the answer to that is yes. I think that you're right, though. I think you need to set stone and put The Mandalorian out there, get Cassian out there,
right?
And because if you even a show like Resistance,
Oh,
right?
that's right. Cassoyan. That's what we all need to see. The only reason that I'm ever going to watch anything that has to do with that show is to watch, what is it, K2SO?
Yes.
Oh, you stupid motherfucker.
I love Alan Tudyk.
You do love dick, don't you? Two dicks at one.
No, there has to be two of them, Sean, not just one. Get it right.
Well, yours is one, so.
Oh God. Okay.
It's serious at times too, but that is absolutely geared more towards the younger generation. So I think there's a room for it, and it goes back to the same thing we said a million times over.
Yeah,
we still, and Star Wars fans still are very protective over everything. That when you look at it, back in the day when we thought that was all we were getting with the prequels, everybody was so mad. That was the last thing we're ever going to see. Now, everybody, I don't know if I told you this. I watched The Phantom Menace again with my daughter recently today, and I have even more appreciation now because I watched it through her eyes.
Right.
I watched it and I realized. And Lucas
oh my God, he murdered his child and ripped her eyeballs out.
This channel.
Are we looking at his daughter's eyes now? What the fuck?
Holy shit! This got dark real fast.
What if she had like a vision for a movie or something? Now she can't do that.
Oh shit!
I watched it as my 8-year-old was watching with this big grin on her face, and I started to watch it like a Clone Wars episode or a Rebels episode, and I started to appreciate it a lot more. Can the same be done for the Christmas special? I don't know.
Well, Seth Green did Star Wars Detours.
Holiday special, you idiot.
I'm so confused. Like, he watched it with his child, and that makes him appreciate it more?
Because he viewed it as a Clone Wars episode?
What?
I'm so
I mean, this is Mr. Galaxy's Edge, so I guess it doesn't have to make sense.
People have seen bits and pieces of that. If you took kind of that same team or that kind of same mentality, it may work really, really well.
Yeah,
it could.
It's the part of the Star Wars fandom.
No. What team is he talking about? What team?
I don't know.
The team that made Mandalorian?
The team that has their sleeves way too high on their t-shirts.
You know what? You know what would make the holiday special work if it was, if they make another one? Have Daisy Ridley sing the Life Day
Oh
song.
God, no. No, we're continuing.
You know what?
Hold on. Let me read. I want to read this comment from Mad Squirrel. She says, someone needs to come pick up their kid from the Jedi Council or ensure they get to the temple on time. Whatever works. And I was like, yeah, just make sure they get to the temple before Anakin shows up. What are you doing, guy? I was reading a comment of hers. I didn't say she was in the back.
Zod's a bad host.
Squirrel, you should come in.
Your base. Can we continue?
I never.
Made it a way
Whatever.
of it's a shared joke between your friends in high school. Some of the bad quotes, even from the original trilogy, like some of the little weird moments. It's
There are
fun.
no bad
Whoa,
quotes
whoa,
or
no,
really.
fuck you, you knock off of fucking Duck Dynasty.
Bad quotes.
You
from the original
motherfucker,
trilogy. What the fuck
okay?
are you talking about?
Oh, I'm pretty sure Mark Hamill could give you a couple good examples.
What do you
But
mean?
it's
Mark
gonna
Hamill.
take a second for the Navi computer to whatever the fuck. I don't know.
What do you mean? Mark Hamill just did that tweet like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, when he was doing all of his favorite quotes from all of the movies?
No. Well, no, it's like, when they were saying earlier, you can't, you can type this shit, but you can't say it because George's wonky dialogue, because it happens sometimes.
Oh,
It's there. It's there, and it's funny.
I guess. I mean, if I was an emo kid, I probably wouldn't know how to talk either.
Yeah.
George Lucas was not an emo
Celebrating.
kid.
No, Anakin Skywalker is an emo kid.
Oh, okay.
Emotions, the way
this
that
space.
he uses them, lead to
and
the dark side.
That's why I think stuff like Family Guy works. It's out of love that they do the parody, the Robot Chicken stuff from the same team.
Right.
Palpatine getting a phone call from Vader is still one of my favorite
great.
Star Wars moments. So I think sometimes even someone like me who obviously clearly loves this
Oh
stuff.
my God, one of his favorite Star Wars moments is from Robot Fucking Chicken.
Oh.
What?
Did he really just say that?
Wait. Go back.
That was a spoof.
Go back.
Oh,
We have to hear it
God, what are
again.
you talking about?
Some of the bad quotes, even from the original trilogy, like some of the little weird moments. It's fun celebrating the silliness of this space saga, and that's why I think stuff like Family Guy works. It's out of love that they do the parody, the Robot Chicken stuff from the same team. Palpatine getting a phone call from Vader is still one of my favorite Star Wars moments. So
he's wrong right there. First of all, the team from Robot Chicken and Family Guy are two very different writers, directors, producers. Okay,
Just because Seth Green is in both
does not mean it's the same fucking team. Jesus Christ!
I've never heard a true Star Wars fan answer or even give any type of thought like that. Hey, I was thinking about my favorite Star Wars moments, and I was like, oh, that scene from Robot Chicken when Vader calls Palpatine on the phone. Epic. I've never heard a Star Wars fan say that before. Ever.
Yeah,
Until
neither.
just now.
Yeah.
But then again, I could probably still stick with, I've never heard a Star Wars fan say that before and still be correct. Hello, Stig.
So I think sometimes
Wait. Is someone in the back?
Oh, we lost Sean?
Yeah.
Wait,
Like, we lost him permanently, or he disappeared into the back?
No, he's gone. I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes. So. That. Oh, okay.
I was just saying hello to Stig in the chat.
All right. Well, I can't see the back room.
Dude, I will tell you that somebody is backstage explicitly when they are backstage. If I
We'll
just
let
say
you know.
hi to somebody, I'm not telling you that they're backstage just because they're on the bridge crew.
Fair enough. We'll
Okay.
continue.
even someone like me who obviously clearly loves this stuff can get offended at defensive too at someone poking fun where it's like, no, this is pretty silly too. Even George, as we're going to talk later, in special editions, added the bump sound effect of that stormtrooper because he was leaning into the fun of it. So
Right. Well, speaking of detours, and speaking of Palpatine and Vader, I never knew this existed. You know, when you go through Facebook videos and then you just go through the rabbit hole, there's all these videos. You guys seen the of Palpatine and Vader having a conversation, but it's from New Hope, and it's somebody, I don't know who did it.
Who?
Vader comes in and he's in.
Palpatine and Vader.
In
having
A New Hope?
Yes.
What the fuck?
I think it's a parody he's talking about.
I hope so. But by
Well,
the
it'd
way,
be nice
I
if
was-
they'd talk about Star Wars instead of Star Wars parodies.
Yeah,
he's
that's
backstage. Stieg is.
huh?
He said that he is. I don't believe him yet.
No, he said it just a minute ago.
I know he said it a minute ago, right after I said that he wasn't.
Is he?
Feels like a troll job.
Oh, for
You
the
can
love
check.
of. No, he's not.
I know he's not. That's why I called him a liar.
Okay, you are correct. By the way, I think Mad's Mama Bear says Sean fell in a wormhole. Pretty funny. I would love to see him fall into a wormhole just to see what it was like, but then
I
put
would
it
like
on
to see
repeat.
him react to that.
Yeah. And Chris is there to greet him. Hi, Sean. No.
Oh Jesus!
He's in the room that he was having but there's no one in there, and he's having a conversation. He tells Palpatine that Obi-Wan is dead, that he's finally killed him, and then he talks about the rebellion, and then he talks about it, and it sounds exactly like James Earl Jones. It sounds like Palpatine. I just seen it for the first time. Have you seen this thing yet?
I don't think
I think I saw it pop up,
Okay.
but I didn't actually get to watch the
Watch
video.
it. It's I didn't know what to expect either, but it seems like it's in the movie. It seems like it's just a shot from the movie that they never put in, and it clearly isn't. It's fan made. And the other one that I haven't finished watching yet that someone sent me was Kylo Ren versus Vader. Have you seen this one yet? Another fan film.
I saw it going around. Yeah. I generally.
I know you're not a big fan
I don't
film
click
guy.
on it mostly.
My money's on Vader at any point ever.
From what I've seen so far, I went so much so that I want to go back to watch it.
Is it just a dream fight scenario?
I don't know yet because from where I'm at, it's on. It looks like it's on.
Whoa! Pause.
Okay.
I know that Christian wasn't the one saying it, but the other guy absolutely must want to go and watch these frickin' fan films if one of his favorite Star Wars memories ever comes from fucking Robot Chicken. Why wouldn't you want to watch fan films?
Because they're not funny.
Because they're not.
What do you mean they're not?
Fans.
Okay, well, to be a fan film, it has to be funny. Like for them to enjoy it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Because
I mean, the last fan film that I watched, I guess the last fan film I watched was the reimagining of Scene 38. That's technically a fan film, right?
Yeah.
Fan sequence. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and
I mean, that would be the most recent one.
Then the Star Wars Theory one, right?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I probably watched that one 5 times.
Twice.
Only twice.
And I still don't think it's perfect, but I like it. I like the effort.
No, I mean it's not perfect. Like he didn't get Ian McDermott to play the Emperor.
Yeah, he was too busy with the other movie.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm already.
Oh, the other
Can you
movie.
imagine him trying to reach out to Ian McDermott and just be like, "I'm working on another Star Wars."
I just need you for 3 days. 3 days.
No, I'm in London. I like it here.
Right?
Oh, let's continue.
No, the poor.
Kylo comes out and it's a clash between him and Vader calls him Ben, and then they start to get down to the lightsaber fight. That's where I'm at. So those are two.
You'll find out later.
Well, the other great one is the one I think that was called Scene 38, which was the updated Obi-Wan Kenobi, Darth Vader.
I said it first, fucker.
Which was incredible.
That was really good. And I will say, I was like, can they add this into the special edition? This is what I like to see in the special editions. All right. Sorry about that little detour.
No.
What's next?
Detours. I like that. Good pun.
Whoa.
What?
How the fuck was that a pun?
No, we'll go back and let's see.
Detour is not a pun.
Dude, Stig is trolling the fuck out of us.
No, don't believe him.
I know, it's funny.
All right, let's see this wacky shit.
Saturn Award for Best Animated Series of the 45th.
Okay, Star Wars Resistance won a Saturn Award, but
It won a fucking award that wasn't comical.
Jesus Christ.
Annual Saturn Awards. Saturn Awards have been around for 45
Oh
years.
wait a minute. Saturn. The Saturn is the same award that gave Ryan Johnson the award for best writing.
Yes, that
For The Last
very
Jedi?
one. Yep.
Yeah, fuck the Saturn Awards. It's not even a real award show. No one gives a fuck about it. I want to go to the Jupiter Awards instead. It's probably bigger and better.
Handing out awards left and right. But I do like this thing here. I do like this series. We're only going to get the second and final episode.
Okay, everybody just put that in your mind. They said, oh, it won the Saturn Award, and I can't wait for the second and final season.
Yeah, and
Really?
he also threw some shade at the Saturn Awards too. Just like, oh, they're giving out awards left and right. Good on you, fuck Dynasty.
Years. Christian, where are you at now with Resistance? You haven't had a chance to take the deep dive.
No,
right?
I haven't. I really, from what I watched, the first couple episodes, I enjoyed. I just never, it never hooked me the same way that Clone Wars and Rebels did.
Okay,
Like,
so I watched the first couple of episodes. I really enjoyed, but it just never.
I enjoyed
hooked
it,
me like-
but it didn't hook me. Then you didn't fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, he's legally contracted to and obligated to say.
like what kind of person? Okay.
He's
think
trying.
because
He's
of what I said, I
trying.
think that I want to show my daughter. I'm going to try to watch it with her. See, then if I can get myself into it again too, 'cause I think she'll enjoy it. But no, I just didn't. It just didn't pop for me the same way. Not that it was bad.
Why
I just
do you
didn't.
think that
No,
your
no, no.
daughter
Not
will
that it was-
enjoy subpar Star Wars?
Like, it's
Why would you do that to
impossible.
her?
This is I'm sorry, you're a terrible father. He's literally showing her the shittiest stuff and being like, "Oh, I got to do my podcast, honey. What do you think of this Star Wars?" And his daughter's sitting back going, "Why do you hate me, Dad? Why are you showing me all of this terrible stuff?"
Can't you just let her decide what she wants? Maybe she doesn't want to watch the cartoon.
Oh God.
To it the way they did the other animated series. Did you watch it?
I have not watched Resistance.
Okay.
I loved Clone Wars and Rebels.
What? How do you make a topic about Star Wars Resistance and no one on the fucking panel has watched it? That is like when I bring up an article of a show I've solely watched, and I've done this before. Anyone who's watched my live streams, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched it. Yeah, I haven't watched it." Well, fuck, guess we're not talking about that. No, they're going to talk about how much they haven't watched a show that they made the highlight of one of their fucking banners.
You know, it's kind of like having an opinion on Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones, but nobody on the panel has seen it.
Seen it? They'd be like, it's a terrible comedy.
These guys are starting to have a reputation of reviewing things that they have not watched. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should review movies that I have not watched.
I mean, you could do it proper. You're monetized now.
I could.
And all you have to do is just be like, "Hey guys, yeah, this movie sucked. I hated it. Have you seen it? Nah, man, I didn't see that piece of trash."
No. Mm-mm.
Like, holy fuck.
Yep.
Okay, like I
hated the
hated The Lion King. I did a stream. Me and LB did a stream about the problems with Lion King. Guess what? We saw the fucking Lion King. I walked into that fucker
25
cleaning
years
it
ago.
a couple of times. So I essentially saw it 50 fucking times post credit. Like, ugh. God damn it.
I'm not going to see that movie just so I can do a review of it. I'll do it the proper way.
No, just
What's
watch
my
everybody
way?
else's
Oh, not
review.
seeing it
Watch
and
the
then-
trailer and be like, "Oh, it's trash." You don't gotta fucking review it. Apparently, no one's gotta watch any fucking thing that comes out anymore. All you gotta do is go watch the fucking trailer, watch a couple of reviews, and then you can fucking critique the shit out of it, and you're an expert.
I don't think Christian Harloff has busted his ass enough being a Star Wars fan. He should have watched this. He
Oh
should
my
have done his homework.
God, and you made it a topic. I wouldn't be so salty about this if they did. They made a banner. It's in the fucking background. Look, it's right here. It's highlighted, and no one on the panel knows shit about it. Let's see if Duck Dynasty knows anything. Please, for the love of God, someone knows something about this fucking show. Oh
But
my
that
God.
comes
Quack,
from
quack.
a period I'm very familiar
Right.
with that I've spent a lot of time with. And Resistance, it feels like it's kind of sandwiched right up till episode 8, and like the timeline is a little.
Oh my God! No, 'cause you didn't watch it.
no,
So how do you know about the
no,
timeline? You didn't fucking watch it.
So
Fucking morons.
Oh
Well,
my
proper to
God.
their credit, episode 7 happens 12 hours before episode 8. So
No, but still.
the way that he portrayed it is total bullshit.
He said sandwiched between 7 and 8. Did he
He
not?
said between 7 and 8?
Yeah, he said he said it was sandwiched, and then said it was before 8.
Oh my God. Like, I watched Resistance, and then I seen some videos that people came out with are like, hey, the problem Resistance is going to have soon is that it's getting really close to the start of episode 7, and then they're going to run out of story because it's going to literally explode, and that's the end of the Resistance story, because they're not the Resistance anymore. Now they're rebels again. And I was like, oh, so they created a show that they knew wasn't going to go anywhere, and then it got renewed and then got canceled immediately. Cool.
Short, sweet, and to the point.
And that can kind of not take you out of it, but it gives you the certain tone. But really, there's this serious tone underneath it.
You watched it?
Garrett Yeager's a war veteran with some issues with the rebellion in his past, and the refugee thing with Kylo Ren. There's some very good stuff. I'm very curious to see what they can do. That trailer for season 2 is great, and where this will stand is just a 2-year, 2-season property within the Star Wars universe, and what we can take from it, which is important because I think there's going to be a lot more animated stuff coming.
What we can take from it is somebody ripped off Lucasfilm by being able to do some subpar animation. Like, regardless of how poor the story is, you could have made the animation look awesome, and they just decided not to.
No, because it is only going to go two seasons, and it'll fit somewhere in the. I'm just going to.
And all that in that Star Wars buffet has to live. You have to decide if you want the salad today or the chicken tenders.
See, always you and food.
Why can't we have
chicken tenders?
Or I came here.
Why can't we have chicken tenders and a side salad?
Right?
No.
Like that. I've been to Wendy's.
Oh my.
Makes sense.
And JC gets here. Now I'm literally dreaming about the tater tots.
Tater tots. You sold me on these tater
Jesus
tots.
Christ.
They're
Oh
like,
my God! And they're back to the fucking tots, like the Napoleon Dynamite.
great.
Yeah, a little good crunch, but
Oh,
then it gets
great.
soft.
You can put the
Toasty.
cheese on them too.
Yeah.
That's my latest thing. Is
Oh my
Oh my God!
Oh my God, how do we get? I mean, PB's great because of your cheese, but how do we get from Resistance to tater tots, guys? What are
They
you
mentioned it
doing?
earlier. Apparently, this motherfucker doesn't know anything about the topics they're talking about, so they have to talk about his stupid fucking tots again. By the way, they're not that. They're okay. They're okay.
Oh,
You'd be better off going to a regular dive bar and ordering some tater tots. At least you got that quality dive bar grease.
you know,
Yeah, and it's like $8 for like 5 of them.
Oh, what are they? The size of a giant fucking marshmallow?
Nope, a tiny one.
oh my God. Okay, all right. I'm
Now
like,
I'm picturing
I
the
can't.
fucking gecko commercial when he flings the marshmallow at the guy's face.
Oh Jesus.
Oh
Putting
my
the
God, and
cheese
that
on.
face that guy is making. Oh, you unpaused it, you bitch. Ah,
Everything in the movie news?
Yeah, B. Grayson Van
Yeah.
Wick in the corner one night just
Crushed.
trace of it. That's everything in movie news,
All right,
Christian.
so now we're going to switch on over. You guys know the topic. We're going to talk about it. What's the deal?
Star Wars.
Everything.
did he
Oh
really
my
make a
God.
Seinfeld impression? What's the
This is the topic. What's the deal with canon? That's a topic.
And it's Greedo. When does Greedo do stand up?
All he does is get shot.
He does nothing. Oh, and he's a kid in episode 1,
True.
Oh my god.
and is still useless. His character has done nothing except make Han look cool until George ruined it.
Jesus.
In the world of Star Wars that connects to the movies, but is not necessarily the movies per se. Ken, there's some stuff going on in canon. What do we got?
Yeah, this thing, the headline from, I'm trying to get the date on this week. The Mandalorian adds Game of Thrones star Natalie Tennant and comedian Bill Burr. It's not new. We've known that for a very long time. Bill Burr was in the trailer at Celebration. Natalie Tennant revealed that weeks ago. But hey,
Natalie Tennant, though, in this show, she looks like she's supposed to be in this show.
oh yeah. She's a Twilight with Bill Burr.
Wait. She looks like she's supposed to be in this show. It's just based on the still?
But she looks like she's supposed to be in the show, but then she's a Twi'lek. Well, no fucking shit. If you're a Twi'lek, you look like you're supposed to be in a Star Wars fucking show.
He's referring to that still image of her from another movie.
I guess.
And so what? And by the way, I'm excited to see Bill Burr in it. I really hope he's like the droid thing in the trash can. That'd be great.
Wait, did Mad Squirrel learn how to speak Russian here, or what the hell does that say?
I don't know, because I can't look.
Let me see. She said, Zod is a cock.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Kidding.
That's fair.
Let's see. She says, I will bring vodka.
Oh, I could use lots and lots of vodka.
Oh,
right
and
now.
she confirmed it. I will bring the vodka. Oh.
The vodka. Let's bring some vodka.
She's a Russian spy.
Ooh, a Soviet squirrel. All right, let's continue.
Because he's in that shot. I don't know. I love some of those reveals. Just added, literally a long time
He's
ago.
in the show. Bill Burr said some stuff on a podcast.
I did want to talk about this
What
week.
did
A
he
couple
say?
places. I know the H3 podcast, he was talking about how he got there, how Favreau just kind of pitched it to him. They were
Buddy.
met, they started working together. He was on that Chef Netflix show, but just Bill Burr is not a Star Wars fan. He's gone out of his way to point that out. And
kind of like you guys.
he's like, this would be kind of fun for you to actually be at it. And he also described real in detail as best he could working in the volume, which is how Favreau's shooting the series. Inside
Favreau?
works as a performer, walking.
Is that like his Australian cousin, John Favreau?
Hey,
not
God,
annoying.
you're not one to talk.
Hey.
Don't you be laughing at that.
I
He's
can
like, no,
laugh.
it's not John Favreau, it's John Farva.
Oh, wait, PV, what's the Kandorian? Oh.
Tommy said that his daughter is better at languages than he is. She can speak Russian, German, and one other. Forgot offhand which it is. So I was asking if it was Kandorian.
Oh, I thought you just misspelled the Mandalorian really badly.
Jesus. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's listen to this quack.
Walking, and it's almost like VR. You're surrounded by everything, the set. It's not practical, a lot of it. So it was really interesting. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check it out.
Not practical?
But obviously we know that this news. heard that these people are going to be in it, but it's fun to see.
I assume he means not practical, as in it's not like really there. It's VR.
No. There's plenty of scenes that have great of all the practical effects that they were doing. Like they were doing it in a fucking garage.
No, he's not talking about the Mandalorian.
Oh, what's he talking about?
I think he's talking about like some freaking ride or experience or something like that.
Oh,
Go back a little bit, Zod.
Okay.
Like 30 seconds.
Oh, for the love of.
Not a Star Wars guy. Who cares?
He's like never seen. Yeah.
If you do the job and you do the
For the love of no.
job,
You
I
don't
think
need to.
I think it's different when it comes to the director or the
It's
creator of the
Lavelle.
writer. I'd like them to know what's going on in Star
Yeah.
Wars,
Yeah.
but I don't need the actors to be.
Alec Guinness wasn't a Star Wars guy,
exactly
and
right.
nobody.
Okay. There we go.
You back to that face? That was funny.
We're walking, and it's almost like VR. You're surrounded by everything.
No, you didn't. I need more.
Not practical, a lot
Son
of it.
of a
So
bitch.
it's really interesting.
Yeah, where is he talking about?
Burr said some stuff on a podcast.
I
right?
did want
What
to
he
talk about
say?
this
What
week.
did
A
he say?
couple places. I know the H3 podcast. He was talking about how he got there. How Favreau just kind of pitched it to him. They were
Buddy.
met. They they started working together. He was on that Chef Netflix show. But just Bill Burr is not a Star Wars fan.
I
Has
know.
gone out of his way to point that out. And John Favreau was like, "Yeah, this would be kind of fun for your fans to actually be at it." And then he also described real in detail as best he could working in the volume, which is how Favreau's shooting the series. Insight into how it works as a performer, walking in. It's almost like VR. You're surrounded by everything, the set.
Oh, it's almost like VR
It's really interesting. I don't know if you guys had a
because
chance to
it's all so real. That was a real fucking weird way to say it.
yeah.
Who the fuck says it's almost like VR if you're on a completely finished set? It's not like they went to fucking episode 1 and he's like, hey, here's the set. And you turn around, you're like, that's just a green fucking wall, George. He's like, no, that's the set. You're like, no, that's just a green wall. The set it's there. Just trust me. Just say the fucking line that I wrote. Okay.
Seriously, that man did not bother to build anything for 2 and 3.
Sure he did. He built a green screen.
No, he painted it.
That counts as building.
Ugh.
People are going to be in
Hardly.
it. It's fun to see. I mean, and Werner Herzog, by the way, also not a Star Wars guy. Who cares?
He's like never seen. Yeah.
If you do the job and you do the job,
You don't need to.
I think it's different when it comes to the director or the creator or the writer. I'd like them to know what's going on in Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I don't need the actors. To be
Alec Guinness wasn't a Star Wars guy,
exactly
and
right.
nobody's complaining about
Exactly
him.
right.
You
That's
know,
Who the
So-
fuck? Oh my god! I bet you. Pause.
Really? They
Pause.
didn't even know what Star Wars was.
No shit. Nobody was a fucking Star Wars guy when they made the first goddamn movie.
Except for Mark Hamill.
That's probably true.
But
No, but seriously, like Alec Guinness, he was the name. Like you have to have one big name actor typically for every movie if you're making a big splash or whatever. He was the name actor in the movie.
Mhm.
And he didn't do what Bill Burr did, saying, hey, I know I'm not a fan of this series, but I would. They went to him and asked him if he would like to be in the movie.
Well, apparently, according to them, you don't need to be a fan.
Well, it has nothing to do with being a fan. It has to do with the person asking to be in the movie compared to you asking the person to be in the movie. I mean, that would have been like them asking Harrison Ford, hey, we want you to be in the Han Solo movie just for the first scene and the last scene, like fucking Jeff Goldblum in Fallen Kingdom. And all we want you to do is say, yeah, I remember a long time ago. And then at the end of the movie say, yeah, that was a wild ride. And that's it. That's all we want you to fucking do. It'll take you one fucking afternoon to do it. And then him go, no. Be like, no, you fuckers, you killed me. I'm
Everything
dead.
about
I'm
the
not doing another movie.
works for me.
Yeah.
I ran through the snow at Star Wars Celebration to get
Yeah.
in and watch the panel,
Yeah.
and like I just like wept the whole time from every word.
Oh my fucking god! Are you kidding
Say
me?
that again.
You have got to be kidding me. No way.
Go say it again. Say it
Wasn't
again.
a Star Wars guy,
Exactly
and
right.
nobody's complaining about
Exactly
him.
right.
You
That's
know,
Yeah.
so
That's true. Silly little thing.
I mean, everything about the Mandalorian works for me.
Yeah.
I ran through the snow at Star Wars Celebration to get in and watch the panel,
Yeah.
and like I just like wept the whole time from every word out of Favreau's mouth and Filoni's mouth.
Okay, now pause it. Pause it. Pause it. No, I want to
was
attack the facts of
crying?
this situation. Proper Jeremy, you were at Star Wars Celebration, correct?
Yes.
Was there snow
Yes.
enough to run through it?
Not really. It was more like very slushy snow, but there was snow.
Slush ain't snow.
Yeah, but there was snow. There was
So there was
definitely-
slush.
Yes, it was snow. No, it was like a flurry, like earlier, and then like there were like flights had to be canceled. Like there was snow.
Flights had to be canceled from where?
Chicago, O'Hare.
Like leaving Chicago?
Flights from just I don't know, but definitely yeah.
No, I
it was
totally
not
could
flying, there was
understand how
snow.
somebody flying in from Vegas wouldn't want to fly into the snow. But
No,
I
but
find
we
it hard to
do. They
believe
had-
that
they
somebody
made a lot
flying
of flights.
in from Minneapolis would not have a hard time flying in snow.
No, dude, trust me. He's not lying about the snow. Like, there's definitely snow there. Not the first day, but like the second day. Like, it got kind of cold. Like, it was not fun.
Oh, I know it was chilly out. I was 4 hours north of you.
Okay, so
But he's
part
not
two.
lying. He's not lying about there being snow.
Okay, so then part
Okay,
number
now
two.
we can go into the hilariousness of a grown man crying over a convention.
Proper, did you weep when you heard Favreau and
Yeah.
Filoni talk? Were you in tears?
Was I in tears?
Yeah, was it like the greatest moment of your life? Did they say anything that inspired you to cry?
Only no. Just, I tried to think of a joke, but no. I no. I mean, it was cool. I mean, some people almost cried because they weren't going to see the big sneak peek, you know, the 3-minute long thing.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I can understand crying because you won't get in and you paid a lot of fucking money. I can understand that. What I can't understand is if you're in the convention and you're a grown-ass man and you're weeping as the people on the panel are talking.
As they're talking, and you see
Unless it's a movie like The Art of the Fucking Racing in the Rain, which,
The
by
Art
the
of
way,
the
I saw
Fucking
tonight and was
The
fucking
art of the
sad as
fucking
shit.
racing in the rain.
If
It is not as sad as A Dog's Purpose. I bet you only. I haven't seen it, and spoiler alert to anyone in the chat, because I'm sure this is a spoiler. I bet you one dog dies in the movie.
You'd be wrong.
Oh, so zero
no,
dogs
it's a
die.
dog movie.
No, it's worse. They did the two rule.
No.
But let's just say that fucking thing goes for heart. Like, it goes to, like, rip your heart right out of your chest. But anyways, okay, in that movie, you have a reason to get a little emotional. Because
No, Terrence told me I shouldn't get emotional for any movies because it's just a movie. It's not real life. There's no reason to ever be emotional. It's a movie.
but
Yes, movies don't invoke emotions.
Ever. And I was like, yeah, that's what happens when you're a bot.
Yeah, nobody in my movie theater cried at the last Harry Potter movie at the last shot. Nobody did.
Fuck that.
Wait,
Anyways,
what do you mean by the last shot?
The last shot.
You mean with
like
his family?
afterwards- Yeah, when he's like, and the music is coming in. It's the last. Same notes that.
When everything is hunky dory?
Yeah, because it was sad.
Why is that sad?
Because it's over.
Oh my God.
People, I was in kindergarten the first movie came out. Like, I grew up with that. I didn't cry because I'm a man. But and I
didn't cry, my man, but that fucking soy boy over there, he is crying his fucking eyes out.
Oh yeah. And I love
that is the quote of the night. We should just clip that for a shilling quote. And proper Jeremy says, there were a lot of people crying. I didn't cry because I'm a man.
Yes, Mox Rocks. It is always 420.
Oh, Jesus.
Always 420 time. By the way, Mox, if I ever see you, would you mind if I had just puffed once to see how strong your weed is? That'd be great.
Oh my God! After this, I'm gonna need some fucking strong weed. Jesus Christ! Cried over a panel. He probably just the first fucking opening word that this douchebag cried at was probably like, "And welcome to the panel." He's like, oh my God,
He probably started crying immediately when the opening title sequence for The Notebook came out.
Oh God, yes. It was a fucking weeping willow over here. Jesus Christ.
Mouth to every single casting announcement. Like you said, even the people who aren't outspoken Star Wars fans, they're still interesting. Like, oh, this guy's would have an interesting take on this universe. And I love Rogue One, and they brought Tony Gilroy in, right?
Wow.
He's like, oh, I don't like Star Wars, but like I understand the story.
Right.
I think he did a great job. So I'm all in.
Yeah, me too. And but you know what's funny? Even though Ken, I didn't realize that Natalie was the Twilight, and now that she is, because they do show her in the.
And I think she tweeted it out a couple weeks ago, and it didn't immediately jump out. Even for me as a Game of Thrones now,
I loved her in that show.
Big in the Harry Potter series, and also about a boy. She's great in that.
I totally forgot she was in Harry Potter, but now that you say it, I'm like, yep.
Oh my God! Proper, back me up. How the fuck do you forget? She's like the main fucking character. Or one of the main
movie is called Harry Potter. You can't say she is like the main character.
Sorry, Zod.
She's one of the main supports.
What was she?
Thank you. That was the perfect way to say it.
Was she a main character in?
In the book, she plays a pivotal role in that story.
Which one? Harry Potter?
No, not in Harry Potter in Order of the Phoenix. It's like
it's Harry Potter.
Which character are we talking about?
She's like, no, I'm not Harry Potter. No, the Order of the Phoenix.
I know, which is
Tonks. If you took Tonks
Harry
out
Potter,
of that,
you son of a bitch, stop messing with me. I'm emotional right now. There's a lot of emotional weight.
Are you gonna cry like that guy did?
Tears of
cry
anger
from
are not
laughter.
the same thing.
You're getting angry over this? I haven't gotten angry over any of this. Well, maybe that one instance there when they agitated me a little, but most of it's been hilarious.
Oh,
no. Harry, I hate how they jump from one fandom to another, but they don't know the fandom they're talking about. So, like,
Hey, fucking dog, don't chew on that over there, because I know you're just doing it to try and chew on the fucking carpet, you prick.
Damn,
Exactly.
you didn't have to snap at Zod like that.
oh my God.
Yes,
Absolutely.
thank you, Stig. Ravenclaw is the best house.
No,
man,
it's
I'm
Slytherin,
digging
obviously.
Slytherin.
Thank you.
Talk it. Ravenclaw. That's like saying Hufflepuff is relevant.
No, I didn't say nothing about no puffs.
Oh my God.
The casting. I'm thinking the casting in general in this show, and we're not too far away from it. We're like what, a month and a half from the
We're
debut.
getting there.
Get
Yeah.
me there!
Kinda
I
crazy.
cannot wait. I'm excited. I know. I think I'm more excited for the Mandalorian than Episode 9. And that's nothing against Episode 9.
The buzz around the bar is not Mandalorian.
Pause it. Pause it. Nothing against Episode 9, guys, but that TV show that you've been making and that's coming out a month before, way more excited for that. Nothing against Episode 9, though. Nothing against Episode 9, but that show that you developed for half the price, way more excited for that. Oh, you developed it for less than half the price, and it's going to be minutes-wise at least twice as long, maybe 3 times as long.
They're also having a
No
second
offense.
season. There's going to be 10 more of them.
Well, right, but I was just talking on this 1 year's, let's say, balance book or whatever. Like, they spent roughly $300 million or so to make Episode 9. It's probably more than that. And they're only spending $100 million to $120 million for 1 season of The Mandalorian. And you're going to get 10 hour-long episodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that's a way better deal, especially if it has a better story, which isn't going to take much.
Imagine so at a bar. I would imagine that this.
I got to come to this bar. So that's all people are talking about is the Mandalorian and Episode 9. I got to be there. I got to go there. I really got to go. All right. So is that everything? That can't be everything in canon. We have a big story in canon, whether that's rumor or not.
Yeah. Let's go into rumor mill mode.
Yeah.
This means we have no idea, true or not. We don't know, but we think we should talk about it because it's a conversation piece. A rumor going around this week that a spinoff of Solo is planned for Disney Plus. Because of course, why not? They've been talking about Disney Plus. Every idea in the world's have been thrown around there, but it does make some sort of sense. I'm not hearing anything.
So it makes sense that the movie that caused Disney to halt every other single story or one-off, it was a bomb in the Star Wars universe. It makes total sense to make that into a show. Why not? Because all of the people who watch Solo are going to tune in for that. What, the 2 people who brought the fucking tape? Oh, my. Okay.
Thing that makes me think this is true, but I'm not hearing anything that makes me think this is false, Christian.
Right. I agree with you. I think that I haven't heard any confirmation or anything along those lines, but it does make sense. And it also makes sense on a business side because when you sign people up to do these movies now, you sign them to longer contracts. So you have a lot of people inside of this that are contracted out. Does that transfer over to it?
Okay. Fuck you, all right? You know who was signed for a long contract? The people from the fucking X-Men movies. Oh, Disney brought them out. They said, release that piece of shit Dark Phoenix, and oh yeah, fuck the rest of the people who are actually decent actors. We're gonna recast. So yes, it makes total sense to keep around the shitty actors who bombed your film to make what I'm gonna assume is a fucking shitty show. That makes total business sense. You guys are geniuses.
God. I have a counter to that. Just to play devil's advocate. He said spinoff. My only guess is Emilia Clarke and Ray Park. Oh, crossed over with Obi-Wan series. That'd be great. Cool. Real life battle. Live action battle. With Obi-Wan and Darth Maul.
While we're at it, why don't
so they're just gonna
throw a fucking dragon in there? Maybe we can get a good sequence.
Whoa. Hold on. Are they gonna have another duel, or are they just going to redo the duel that they have in Rebels?
You know what? I don't care.
You just want to see them duel again?
Yes, I don't count it if it's in a cartoon. Not good enough.
No,
want
no,
to see
no.
it.
Forget that. That battle between Ahsoka and
Oh,
Darth
I was
Vader.
just.
Oh no,
I
no,
was
I
no,
would
no,
put that
asking,
at like top
no, no,
three.
no, no. With those two specifically, with
proper. I was just
Maul and
asking
Obi-Wan.
you for storyline purposes, as in where it is in the story.
Oh, I would have no idea. It would just be
Because yeah, if they
somewhere
do
in
this
between.
spinoff, it could happen. They got fucking what 15 years that they can work with.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure they meet multiple times.
As far as the Obi-Wan show, because I still don't think they have the exact time frame that it's supposed to be taking place in. They just say, oh, it takes place between 3 and 4. Okay, well, there's a lot of time in between 3 and 4, like 20 years, so, or almost 20 years. So there's a lot of time that you can put in between there.
Are we gonna see
But
baby Luke in there? I don't know.
right. But the Solo spin-off show would have a much smaller time frame. Like that would be a lot closer to episode 4, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I would think so.
Oh my god, what? It's ridiculous.
Disney
I
Plus
know.
series, hours. I don't think you see an Alden Ehrenreich in this movie or in this show if it happens, or Donald Glover. But I do think that Amelia Clark would be a very a good get to put in this show, and not because right now we've got Cassian Andor. Okay, we've got The Mandalorian and Obi-Wan. We don't have a female-led show yet.
There it is. There's the fucking buzzword.
Wow.
No, we've got to have this because we don't have a female-led show yet. And God forbid, we don't have women representation. You know what? Put your fucking panties on over your fucking hat, Christine Harloff. You fucking piece of shit. All right.
And
Damn.
Amelia Khaleesi, coming off, and they're already doing a lot of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you know what? What happened to Khaleesi, Harloff? Did you even watch fucking Game of Thrones? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. She got fucking shanked in the most unclimatic scene in Game of Thrones history. That, by the way, was supposed to be the last episode of the whole entire series, and she dies in the most uneventful. Yeah, let's repeat that. You guys are fucking geniuses.
It was funny.
Oh.
It was.
I laughed fucking hilarious. She
And
thought that she was going to get Jon Snow's pork sword, and she got his steel sword.
Oh, it hurt my head.
And you could also, it would make sense to continue off Solo and not be Solo, and you involve Crimson Dawn. And you can also, that's where you fit in Darth Maul, because Darth Maul is not showing up in Obi-Wan. But he,
What?
Hey.
What?
Hey.
What? How does okay, fucking Rebels had Darth Maul as the like finishing shot. So you're telling me they never ever crossed paths. All the shit in Clone Wars, like when he disappears, and then you have all that blank space in between to where he finally shows up in Rebels to corrupt Ezreal, or yeah, I think that's his name, to corrupt him. You got no point in that whole fucking gap. There's no point that they cross path again. Even though in Clone Wars they had like 5 battles just in one season, and you're telling me there's no point that they can cross again. Oh my god, you guys suck.
No, because they know Star Wars.
if you have him if you have Crimson Dawn and you have him as his part, like as the continuation leading up to why he gets pissed off to go look for Obi-Wan leading into Rebels, I think that makes sense. How do you feel about it, Jason?
I mean, you just sold me. Like, I read this earlier and it's like, but I mean, your pitch just sold me. I wonder if this is the sort of thing where they're just putting it out there to see what the reaction is. Like, you know, Solo's running on Netflix, so people who maybe didn't go and see it are discovering it, and it's kind of a fun movie. You know, I know it didn't do very well, but I enjoyed it. So maybe somebody leaks this out
every time someone says, "Oh, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I liked it," and drink twice if you say, "I liked it," but.
Jeez, talk about, and then
also, I don't take anything that this guy says seriously. I'm sorry.
Except for the tater tots.
No, the tots suck. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan.
some traction. They're like, okay, let's run with this.
Well, but I think even in that report, it said that it probably would go around the lines like that. That's where they would want to go with it, because, and I think that Jason over at Making Star Wars had said a while ago there was supposed to be this Mos Eisley thing, and then some people think maybe that was condensed into putting this series, and because that's what they did with Obi-Wan, right? Because making the Mos Cantina was supposed to be a potential movie, is what the rumor was.
Yeah, rumor.
Well, it's also in Mandalorian. Like it's in that first teaser.
I think they're using a lot of the same sets for budgetary reasons.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But if you could use it all, because remember, there was a Boba Fett movie that was in development. They were going to announce it.
Oh my God, in development. Everything's in development.
Yeah, that's how it works.
No, what I'm saying is by their definition of in development, everything that hasn't come out already, that has ever been a fucking idea, however fleeting it has been, is in development. Because, well, I had this idea that we're going to take this one character from this one movie, this other character from this movie, we're going to put them together, we're going to put them in a fucking cantina, and that's our TV show. There, it's in fucking development, because I just thought of it. I didn't say any fucking names, but it's in development, because that's all it takes to put something in development, is to just have a fucking idea, apparently. It doesn't mean getting fucking writers. It doesn't mean getting a cast. It doesn't mean building any sets. It doesn't mean creating a story. It just means have an idea.
Well, it has to start somewhere.
No, but have an idea and in development are two different stages. Lots of people have ideas. That doesn't mean it's in development. In development means you have all of those things already. You've started finding the cast. You've started hiring writers. You already have the story in place. Like, you know the story that you want to tell, but you don't have the individual dialogue for each episode. That's what you need the writers for.
Well, yeah. In each stage of development, it's a very, very broad, very vague sort of blanket statement. That's just like that's
which means it doesn't mean anything.
No, that doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't mean anything.
That's specifically what it means. The way that they are using it, not the way us reasonable people think of it. The way that they are using it is, hey, anybody that's ever had an idea that's made it into the rumor mill means that this is in development. Because no, the Boba Fett movie was never in development. They never had anyone cast. They never wrote anything. They never built a fucking set for it.
Well, that's not necessarily true.
That's what you do. You're okay. Well, if you can show me anything that is to the contrary of that, then I'll believe that it's true that it was in development. But to just say, oh, we had all of these things in development and one movie out of 4 did bad, so we're pulling everything back, makes me think that, no, you just have ideas. Ideas does not development make.
Love it.
Canceled it. Okay, so that script is out there somewhere, so they could take elements of that. The Obi-Wan movie, it was a script. The movie was going to be announced. It was coming out. They took that and they turned it. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy said as much, and they turned it into a series. So they can do the same exact thing. Plus, if there were ideas that they had for the Solo spinoff, because they set it up at the end of that movie that there's more to come with Darth Maul and Kira.
Yeah.
That's the series I want to see. That's the series that you can really go underground with, and you don't have to evolve Solo in it at all. You could bring him in here and there if you wanted to, but not necessary.
So Solo in his own show, you don't have to develop him at all.
It wouldn't be his show. That's why they said spinoff.
But then it wouldn't be Solo.
It wouldn't be. It would be called.
They're just talking about the Solo show.
Well, they're just using it as just a general statement.
But who would be if he's the main? If he's in the fucking show?
Well,
if they take Alden Ehrenreich or somebody else for whatever stupid fucking reason,
somebody else, they're gonna fire him. What the fuck?
He wasn't that great, and that's just from looking at the fucking trailers because I didn't watch the movie. He doesn't look like Han Solo. He doesn't act like Han Solo because you don't need to say words to act like Han Solo. Anyway, if you're in the fucking show, that means it's your show. It's
If
not
the
a
show
spin-off.
is titled Solo, it should be your show.
Yeah, it shouldn't be like, hey, we're gonna call this Solo, and it's gonna have everybody in it except Han Solo.
Like,
because nobody liked him.
I mean, what would be funny, and I would watch it as a gag if they did the whole. I don't know if either of you two remember Seinfeld. Do you remember ever seeing George Steinbrenner in Seinfeld?
yep.
The name sounds very familiar. My grandpa watches like every single episode. And I've
Okay,
watched
well,
it
you
with him.
never see his face. It's always
Larry
a
David
back of the head
character.
or over the shoulder shot.
Yep.
It's George's boss, right?
So
When he's at the Yankees.
correct.
Mhm.
So they could do that with Solo and be like, it's him interacting with everybody, and just only shoot from over his shoulder, and you only ever see the back of his head the entire time.
That
And
would
it would
be
be like
watch that.
Solo
Dumb.
Chronicles.
That would be so dumb.
I would
That's
totally
how you know it's a good idea for Disney.
No, but like, why would you make Han Solo a mysterious kid? We know what his fucking face looks like. Or we used to.
Because
But
you don't have the actor.
Ah,
That's the one way that you can make somebody look identical to themselves from 30 years ago. Don't show their face.
it's so
You
dumb.
can make
though.
their hair look identical. You can make the outfit look identical. Fuck, you can make their voice identical because you won't see their lips moving.
just clip old Solo sayings.
Yep.
Just rip off. Just rip some. It's some lines
I'm
from
sure
Harrison Ford and all the movies.
Yeah,
And-
you got like 10 years worth right there. There we go, Disney. There's an idea.
You know, the fine folks of the Resistance broadcast had the Make Solo 2 happen hashtag going around.
Oh, you fucking it ain't happening. Hang up your hat. You ain't getting a Solo 2. It's not getting greenlit. You can hashtag the shit out of it. You can sit there with your stupid banners and waste your time because clearly you guys don't have a job if you're campaigning for fucking Solo 2.
And they
Oh my
planned
God.
it a while ago,
Fucking
which is
idiots.
really weird. Like it was like clearly planned. Like, hey, we're gonna make this hashtag happen. What the fuck?
T-shirts and everything, and you know, Swatamo has them and everything. Like people are. John Kasdan tweeted about it. It's a very positive idea that people were trying to make it happen. I think, yeah.
Of course, John Kasdan was tweeting about it. He needs a fucking job.
I mean, look at this. That's not my Lando. That's not my Lando right there. I don't know who
No,
that is.
that is Dong Lover.
Ando.
And you're going big, and Amelia Clark works. I just get the sense that Donald Glover probably wouldn't gonna want to revisit. I have no thoughts. You know,
Right.
no one's telling me that. Just
I have no
and same.
thoughts.
He's an actor, and I don't know if he might be done, but contractually he might not be.
Contractually is what I'm saying. Yeah.
But Amelia,
Harrison, okay, I'm sorry. Woody Harrison is not going to. We were talking Harrison Ford.
Woody Harrison.
Harrison.
Woody Harrison. God.
All
damn
right,
it.
I'm angry. My point is, he would not return
Who?
because he's got better films coming out than a fucking Solo 2 or a Solo show on Disney Plus. He's not gonna go, oh yeah, I'm gonna stop doing Zombieland sequel and Venom 2 and probably the 15 other movies he's doing midway. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop doing good movies so I can do this shitty product again.
He's gonna cry over his robot again.
this is her arena, and what a great. And this isn't the first time we've heard of a Kira and Maul series. You know, I make the joke only because it's like we've been joking about all these things in development, and some are, some aren't. You know, there's some show rumor ideas we've been hearing that no one's even touched upon that could happen, or none of it could happen. But I love the idea of it.
For your vague statement.
for how much fan service Solo had in it and how many references to the old EU and everything. It'd be a great.
Don't even talk. I don't want to hear another goddamn word from this guy's mouth.
From back in the day with Prince Shizor and Black Sun.
right.
Why don't you want to hear from this guy? He just said the magic words. EU.
He's never read any of those books in his life.
No, he did. Serve him the tater tots.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't believe anything this guy says now. He's
I haven't believed any of these guys.
Like, oh my God, they did a soundtrack for a Star Wars comic and video game. I think that would be really cool.
I agree with you. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Doing a soundtrack would be cool. Thank you.
The other thing that we have to also
I
remember
thought that was a requirement.
or with the timeline, right? 2019, you get Mandalorian. As far as television goes, 2020, you get Obi-Wan and Cassian. And then when does Mandalorian season 2 come? Does that come next year also, or is that 2021? It's like there's a lot of TV coming, so they don't necessarily have to throw any more shows at us yet. But that doesn't mean that they can't announce stuff.
Well, we know that there's always going to be a lot of things in development and things come and go. But much like with the movies,
see that everything is in development.
Cassian and Kenobi do well, and then a whole swath of new shows show up. That'd be great. So.
That's right. Okay, is that everything in the world of canon?
We got a couple notes about the comics coming out. I finally got a chance to read the Snoke comic last week.
And
look, this is my face for these fucking comics right here. This is how I feel. And this is the person who got them reading them. They're pissed.
It's really good. Did a deep dive on Force Center, but I know a lot of people wanted the Snoke is Palpatine theory. I get it. I don't think that's what's going on. I think if you want to look for it, that's what you can find there. But I don't think that's it. But it's very interesting. It's very the Kylo and Snoke. There's a lot there, and I hope they mine it in other material. But we got the one of Rey and Leia and the Power of Hope coming up in the New Age of Resistance. We got the Age of Resistance.
They call it the Power of Hope.
Road and Paige. That's out there.
Oh, there she is, my future wife, Rose Tico. They should give Rose Tico a fucking show, a movie, a comic book, a fucking video game, a couple more action figures so that I can complete my shrine. Yeah, look at this beautiful face. That is the future Ms. Zod right there.
This week. Are you keeping
You're
up?
not supposed to rub the paint off of the certain areas, Zod.
It's too. There's just too much time.
So did you see? And this is again, it was going around. People now say it's fake, but it's still interesting. Did you see that doll of Rey? That with the clone with the hand, Luke's hand.
Yeah, Luke's hand.
Yeah. I don't know if that's BS or not. I think there probably is, but
I didn't click on it much. But I saw the photo. Yeah.
All right, let's move on over and let's get to some.
One more thing.
Sorry.
One more thing. We want to promo this because it's our friend Jamie Stangram. I talked about it a little bit up top, but finally he is dropping his documentary of The Empire Strikes Door, which is his fun, cheeky, very British look at the most famous gaffe in Star Wars history, which Lucas leaned into in the special edition re-releases. He's got a couple actors, one who passed away, but a couple actors claiming that they're it. There's no real good records of the time there. I have a little part in it. I think I have a written judgment for what's going on. He's got some celebrity judges like Kevin Smith and Chris Jericho and everything. And he's been working on it for a while. He's been on this show before. We just want to give a shout out to Jamie Stangram in this documentary. Look for it. I believe September 25th.
That's fun. That's a fun documentary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have an idea on who did it?
I don't, but that's what makes Star Wars so awesome. That because that's all we had for so long. We're like trying to find the actor who bumped his head on the door that didn't go up all the way.
I remember when it was a fun thing to discover. Like I remember the first time someone showed me, and he's just like, "Watch this."
Yes.
And then it's like, boom. I was like, "Whoa!"
I love how. Hold on a second. They say that George is leaning into the mistake because he went back and added the sound. I feel like what they mean to say is George realized there was a mistake because there was no sound and somebody hit their fucking head on something. So he's like, oh, we should probably add some sound effect where there is no sound effect because nobody told me this was a fucking mistake the first time around. So let's put the sound effect in where the guy hits his fucking head, where you can obviously see him hit his fucking head. That's not leaning into anything.
It's just
Do you think it's leaning in?
It's fixing it.
It's exactly. It's fixing it. You didn't
Or
lean into
it's
shit.
bumping into it.
Oh, fucking Azad.
That
That was a C-level pun.
I didn't even catch it really.
It was 90s. My 90s, yeah.
Yeah, and I'd seen that thing so many times, and it was like, "Did you hear?" And I was like, "That's impossible.
Yeah.
That's impossible." And then you go watch it on your VHS tape, and
That was funny. They finally said something funny, and they actually used the Star Wars reference properly. It only took them how many fucking minutes?
32:21.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god, we have 10 more minutes left.
Longest 10 minutes ever.
Yes, yeah, because we keep
that, and then I enjoy the close the blast doors, open the blast doors. That kind of addition, because George has some fun with this stuff.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna move over. And
he enjoys making his movies.
The hashtag Collider Jedi Council. Our producer Mark, the Yodiest of Rileys, goes through it, and he picks something that you guys have. What do we got?
All right, let's start with this one. Picking up a little bit on the conversation we had last week. Jono at Jono VDB writes, "Hey, Ben Solo is redeemed. Back to the light side, which we talked about last week. The Ben-demption is strong out there. Is Chewbacca going to let him live after killing Han Solo?
Better not.
Bounce that kid on his knee.
Yeah, I think
shot him in the hip.
I think he would, because I think that Chewie was also acting in anger when that went down, because he's just in his head. That's not the kid. It's too far gone. Boom. I don't care who you are. That's Han Solo. But with some time, Chewie would probably be able to. I mean, look, he felt bad for eating the pork.
It's a comedy.
Chewie lets him live.
No, he didn't feel fucking bad for eating the porg. Ryan Johnson made him feel bad for eating the porg.
You've ever
aren't
seen
the same.
And Hobbs, Kylo Ren, Chewbacca. You
Oh,
have to believe that Chewie will let him live.
Yeah.
It's also, this Chewbacca in Last Jedi is not the same tear your arms out of the socket Chewie. Like, he's softened quite a bit in the last 4 years.
Absolutely. I think you're right.
Well, Lumpy's gone off.
Well, that's just because he finally got some decent conditioner for his fur. You would soften too.
Getting ready to settle down and open up like a cupcake business. He's calmed down. But also, a lot of it depends on.
That's exactly what you want. Wow.
Yes, because when I go to get cupcakes, I want a fucking Wookiee can't understand going. Yeah, when I wake up in the morning and I get my fucking cup of coffee, the first thing I would go is, you know what? I wish there was a fucking Wookiee back here so I can hear fucking howling. Right when I just woke up. That would be great.
Ray, I don't think there's a life debt with Ray. Like, it doesn't transfer to Ray, but he has an affinity for Ray. He's protective of Ray and kind of her co-pilot.
Why?
At the times, I'm saying.
No. He has no affection for fucking Ray. He has an affection for the fucking ship that, for whatever reason, Han Solo's ex-wife gave to her, and he's like, well, I guess he gave it to this fucking bitch. I gotta ride with her now and keep this fucking thing together. Fucking whamming.
And since when is it the thing that that Chewie just comes with the ship?
I guess.
You get the Millennium Falcon, you get these fucking dice that don't mean anything, but we want to give a movie to give you a whole fucking backstory on, and you get a walking carpet that can fix shit.
That's the feel you got from 8. Nah, I think if she's like, he's all right, or that, but there's no way we're going to see him kill him or try to kill him in the movie. We'll try to kill him, maybe. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think so. What's next?
All right, Patrick.
What do you mean you don't think so? He's a fucking legacy character. Of course they're going to try and kill him, if not kill him.
Yeah.
Well, no, they were talking about how he would try to kill Kylo Ren,
Kylo.
and I don't think that's going to happen either.
I do think that he'll get killed.
And I'm pretty sure Kylo Ren's probably going to bite the dust.
Do you think we'll ever see a limited series from the point of view of the Empire after a TIE fighter squadron or a character like Rey Sloane? Love the show. Why does
So, yes, we're going to see a show with the Empire that was fucking destroyed after Empire Strikes Back. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Return of the Jedi. Like, no! Because then they splintered off and apparently became the fucking First Order. So, no, we're not going to see a show from the point of view of the Empire, because the Empire doesn't exist, apparently, so we've been told, after Return of the Jedi. They all went their separate fucking ways, and then one stormtrooper said, hey, Jimmy, who are we following? I don't fucking know. The Empire's fucking gone. What about the First Order? Sounds great. All right, we're fucking following the First Order. That's how that went down. So, no, you ridiculous idiot. We're not going to get a show from the Empire unless you set it back to when the fucking Empire ruled, like after the fucking Revenge of the Sith. Then maybe we'll get a point of the view of the Empire. Oh my god, these fucking people are stupid as fucking panelists. Jesus Christ.
Triggered.
No, see, you were close on that one. I think there might have been a little hiccup on the radio, and somebody called in and they were like, hey, I seen the Death Star exploded. I'm pretty sure the Emperor was on there. Who are we following now? And they didn't hear the first half, which was the I don't know, because nobody fucking knew. But they heard the second half, which was First Order is get your ass.
I mean, after what they did with Han,
Like they are not.
Solo.
Yeah, they are not clever. These are not clever ways of coming up with things.
Oh my god.
Someone like Callus, or you look at Claudia Gray's novels. You look at there's ways to do it, and someone like a Rey Sloane, like you said, it would be interesting to watch that side. I also think that it's very possible that you see that side in the Cassian Andor series.
Yeah. I mean, you kind of got a taste of it in the Solo movie, right? So if you kind of took that same idea,
I didn't.
On that,
No, I
think
didn't either. I bet he didn't watch the movie either.
Right? None of us have watched this movie, but these idiots on the panel are going to talk about it like they did.
Maybe the angle is like Biggs, Darklighter, or Tank, right? Yeah. You bring it back to a line from the original trilogy, and you follow one of those characters who used to be Luke's friend who went off to the...
What?
Who?
Luke's Antilles?
Like, I know Antilles, Wedge Antilles, but Tank?
Wait,
hold on.
Wait. Is he talking about Luke Skywalker's friend from Tatooine who got blown up?
Luke Skywalker had friends on Tatooine?
Yeah.
No, I think he's talking about when he got to the fucking squadron and he met the people that died in the fucking New Hope on the first fucking run.
Yeah, like they all died except for Wedge.
Yeah. Like,
Academy.
See it from the inside.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
And it would lead up until when Ezra met them in Rebels or something. That's cool.
Yeah.
You're crossing timelines, buddy. Oh my. Rebels is before a new. It is literally. It's actually fucking before Rogue One, which is before fucking New Hope. None of these things cross. What are you talking about?
Wow. So Luke Skywalker is going to grow up to meet Ezra Miller when he joins the Rebels.
Oh, no. Don't bring that asshole in here. No, please.
Isn't that not how he just said that?
That's exactly how he said that. Like, none of these things chronologically make sense, buddy. Like,
I love his stupid face. It's just
that's how I feel listening to these.
He fits on that poster right there, that's for sure.
Oh God, he does. It's funny.
Oh, that's how my eyes are right now, listening to that comment. This face. Jesus.
Hold on, we got Rosetta sent a super chat. Hold on.
Okay.
Deep breath. You sound like a blood vessel is about to explode.
Like,
Well, maybe we should encourage him.
like, oh, I love the Rebels. I love the Rogue One, and then you have New Hope. How do you fuck up that time? It chronologically falls one right into. If there is a fucking timeline that makes sense, and anything new created or in the works during the Disney reign, those are the only stories that make fucking sense.
Like, if these guys did watch Star Wars, how many times? Because, like, if you're a real Star Wars fan, you don't know how many times you've watched the at least original 6 movies. I don't know how many times I watched those. Definitely,
I don't know how many times. I'm going back.
Definitely 50 apiece. 50 apiece for all of them.
I'm going back and watching the whole entire run of Clone Wars again. And I lost track because there's a lot of fucking episodes, but I'm watching that again. And then I'm going to watch Rebels again and fuck Resistance and everything else that came after that. And then I'm going to watch the original trilogy again.
No, I think, okay, so there's comic books in Star Wars. We need to start letting Star Wars be like comic books. There are 2 timelines. You have the George timeline, and then you have the, let's call it, the Bobby timeline.
The Bobby?
Yeah, the Bobby Iger timeline.
Oh.
What do you want to call it?
It feels weird calling it the Bobby. He doesn't. He just sits there and just.
That's right. He sits there and writes the check so that these idiots can do whatever the fuck they want.
Exactly.
Instead of saying, I don't know about this, guys, they go, no. George, I talked to George, and he said that if I put a lightsaber in it, it's a Star Wars movie.
Oh my god.
That held up right up till Solo, apparently.
Yep, Solo does not have any of that.
A single lightsaber.
You know what actually makes me upset even more? They broke the tradition. No C-3PO.
Oh, really?
No R2-D2.
It broke all the traditions, hey?
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. I thought that they were still like in like the background, like they did in Rogue One, how they have that one scene.
Nope. But it's okay because Solo takes place before, no, let me get my timeline right. Solo takes place after A New Hope, so it's okay.
No.
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Okay. Mama Bear is leaving.
Oh, bye, Mats.
Goodbye.
Good day,
scared away the bear.
Oh, God.
We got Garth.
Well, Ken, wait, go back to you. Would you want to see that? I mean, that's right up your alley.
Yeah, no, it is. I love the Empire because they have cooler toys, but I don't. It's a fine line to walk. Let's not forget they are bad.
What cooler? What? What the fuck? Wait a second. I have heard plenty of people say that they love the Empire over the CIS and over the First Order. I have never heard because they have cooler toys as the reason ever. What?
So that's the reason why you like it. You don't like any of the characters at all.
No,
man,
it's about the toys. It's about the Death Star.
They don't have cooler toys. They don't. If we're looking objectively, like regardless of the story, because now we're just looking at the air quote toys of it, Star Killer base is a way better Death Star than Death Star 1 or Death Star 2. Like, it's way better. It can take out multiple planets from the other side of the fucking galaxy. Way cooler of a toy.
The fucking.
Then you
The
get to
first
fucking
one-
Last Jedi, and they got that giant fucking cannon thing or whatever. They didn't have that in fucking the original trilogy. Way fucking cooler. It'd be nice if they could put a story around this shit.
The fucking stormtroopers can aim. From the first
Fucking
one.
A.
Like,
Way
can't
cooler
even-
toys. Where? Which ones? Can you guys think of any fucking toy, weapon, anything that the Empire has that is cooler than anything that the droids have or anything that the First Order has?
oh my.
I can't think of a single fucking thing.
But it could be interesting. I'm definitely interested in like a Ray Sloan in the Unknown Regions story, but I don't think I'm not anticipating that showing up on any screen anytime soon, unfortunately. So it's possible. What you're saying, you know, Battlefront 2 was pitched as you're playing a character in the Empire, Inferno Squadron,
right?
And very quick, probably against the video game writer's intentions, she switched very quickly, and it became that. So I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Bullshit if it was against their fucking intentions.
And not to mention too, that went so bang up. How did themselves do for Battlefront 2 again, buddy? Before you start throwing out video games, because it's not a fucking video game show. Yeah,
Wow.
not well. Fucking dumbass.
it's a fine, careful line to
Right.
walk.
All right, what's next?
Garth Harkness McMurray with the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series coming up. I was wondering if you think they might ever do a live-action version of the final duel between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul that they showed
I
in
was
Rebels.
talking about this. What the fuck?
Uh,
We were
yeah.
talking about this.
Oh, you?
I think the answer would also be no. They don't seem to repeat things that happen in animated, but I don't know if
Okay.
What?
So the fuck?
That's because they don't repeat shit in the timeline. But Disney wants to repeat shit in the timeline.
It's in the. Because
in
the end. No, because it doesn't make logical sense to maybe have the end of the show lead up, I don't know, to when fucking Obi-Wan's about to protect Luke, and oh no, Darth Maul has hunted him down, and maybe the final episode of the show goes back to where Rebels were, and we see that whole battle unfold just like in Rebels, but in live action, and then you can end it with, I don't know, him staring at the fucking farm going, I've done my duty, and bam, we're going right into New Hope where he's got to scoop up Luke and they got to go on their merry fucking adventure. No, that wouldn't make any sense to put in a fucking show entitled Obi-Wan with one of his greatest nemesis who killed his fucking master. No, that makes no sense. I'm glad you're here to point that out. Oh, Jesus Christ. This just gets...
Yeah, I got two super chats to read. First one from Mox Rocks for $4.20.
Thank you,
Zod,
Mox.
you mean this isn't a video game stream? Shit, then I'm leaving.
I'm glad it took him this long.
Oh, my God.
And then super chat from
Made it-
Rosetta Allen. No way in the fuck they didn't mean it. Sure, and I'm a short, skinny, sweet, soft-spoken angel with no temper to speak of. Exactly.
Oh, that's
Oh my
pretty
And
good.
Zod is an even-keeled villain.
Oh, I never get mad and talk about blowing up a fucking building. Disclaimer.
Oh, we have a Jeremy here. Or another Jeremy here, I should
Wait,
say.
what? Hey,
A
what's
cotton
up?
candy hair Jeremy.
Oh my God.
What's up? How you doing, my fellow Jeremy? Good to see you.
Oh, like, it's a... Oh.
Before you continue, just one more super chat from Rosetta. And Zod can actually read without stuttering.
Thank you. That brought me back. It brought me back from the prank.
Sometimes.
Oh.
if Filoni will be involved at all in the series. I haven't heard that he would. But the other thing is that this series takes place 8 years after Revenge of the Sith. that battle doesn't happen for another 7 years after that. So it depends on how long they are going to do the series. Is it a limited series? Is it 2 seasons? Is it 3 seasons?
They said limited series, you idiot.
Fucking
They
A.
already said it's gonna be like what did they say? Like 8 episodes or something?
So in a limited series, which culminates with Obi-Wan essentially fighting in Rebels with his nemesis and putting that whole thing to bed, which is his fucking arc until he has to face off with Vader, the person he mentored, Anakin. It would make no sense. It would make no sense at all to have the most pivotal battle in his life. Because he has 2 fucking pivotal battles. The first one is when he loses his fucking mentor and he's forced to step up and become a master so he can train Anakin on his way to becoming his own Jedi master that goes awry now. And then the second key moment in his life is when he faces off against Darth Maul as an older and wiser Jedi, and everything comes to no. That fucking character
You
arc doesn't
skipped
make any
one.
sense. Oh, like,
You don't think it was an important duel when he chopped off all of Darth Vader's limbs?
no, I mean, I'm saying that was a pivotal moment. And then the rematch is the eclipse of his arc, the final moments of his life, where he self-sacrificed so everybody could get the fuck out and do what they got to do. Those are like key moments in his life. So in a limited series, they wouldn't want to touch on one of the most key moments that would bring the whole thing full circle. That makes no sense. No, it shouldn't be in the show at all. Because
They also don't say in this limited series when it's going to end. If it's 8 episodes, every episode could cover a year. Like if it starts 7 years after fucking episode 7, and this battle's supposed to take place another 8 years after that, and it's 8 episodes long, and every episode spans a year because it's supposed to be a mini series. Like they didn't say how much time the series covers. The series could cover a year, 2 years, 3 years. We have no idea, and they're not going to tell us until it's out.
Yeah, and it will until maybe like in a year or something. Isn't that when it comes? Does it come out in a year? I don't know.
I assume that the Obi-Wan show will be ready to go by next holiday. So a little over a year from now, I would think.
Yeah, and
Because they're going to want a live-action Star Wars show to be new, and if they're not doing The Mandalorian every single year like a regular TV show, if it's just if it's a streaming show, so it doesn't have a set schedule like every show that's on Netflix or every show that's on YouTube, they don't come out every year. They come out when they're done.
Well, no. Cobra
well, look
Kai.
at the gap for Stranger Things.
Cobra Kai does not have a set schedule.
Yes, it does.
Really? They come out at the same time every year?
It came out a little bit earlier, the second season, but around
That's
April,
what I'm
May.
saying. And stuff like that, especially the more popular it gets. Okay. Game of Thrones did that same thing. They came out the same time, and then it came out a little later. And then they decided to take off an entire fucking year. For 6 seasons, it came out the same time every fucking year. Season 7, it came out a couple months later than usual. And then season 8, they said, oh, we need extra time to do all this great CGI that we're stealing from previous seasons. So give us an extra year and you'll be satisfied with the conclusion. Fucking assholes.
By the way, for the big battle, the lights aren't going to work.
I see what you did there. Oh, the darkest battle in fucking, I think, a battle scene history. God.
What I thought was going back to what we were talking about, Obi-Wan, it could be like a year, 2 years, 3 years that they cover, or it could be a week.
Yeah, exactly. They could go the other way with it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Or
complete other fucking way. A week in the life of Obi-Wan.
He flosses.
wouldn't that be a huge waste of time?
Be like, this is what Obi-Wan looks like walking around in a desert.
No, there's certain
This is how
things
we
that-
learned how to sound like a dinosaur.
What the fuck? You sound like a dinosaur? What the fuck?
That's what they call it.
What?
Oh,
Oh, man.
3,
What
4.
do they?
It's possible.
I was just
Oh.
gonna say, what do they call his freaking call at the start of episode 4?
dinosaur call.
His Rancor call or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly. He had to learn how to do that at some point.
Oh no, I don't want to think about
Do it.
that.
I just don't want them to change anything. They'd have to redo
Yeah.
the scene, but just do it live action. What do you think?
I don't think they'll do it, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
done perfectly already. Like
Oh,
I don't.
look, I don't want to hear anything you have to say unless it's about your fucking bar and your fucking apparently not so good tater tots, okay? No one gives a shit about what you have to say because you didn't watch any of the shit you're talking about.
Thank you for repeating exactly what I said 20 minutes ago. Glad we're
You're
on the same
welcome.
page.
God damn it.
Don't need to see flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
I've already.
What the fuck was that sentence? We don't need flesh and blood. Do it. What?
No, because God forbid, there's never been anyone who got their hand chopped off or their fucking head chopped off. No, we don't need to see that in Star Wars, and it was rated PG-13. This is a streaming service with no rating. Are you shitting me right now, guy? In fucking Clone Wars, what's her name? The one bitch with the 2 red lightsabers. She fucking
Ventress?
Ventress.
Ray.
Yeah,
I was about to
Ventress.
say Ray.
Jesus. No, Ventress is 20 times cooler. Okay, Ventress, fucking Jimmy, fucking John, Stormtrooper is like, oh, our plans have gone awry. It's not my fault. And she's like, oh, we don't blame you. And bam, stabs him in the fucking back with a lightsaber through the fucking chair. But we don't need any violence. I mean, fucking Anakin murdered a whole village and younglings. Are you serious? Are you serious right now, guys?
Well, we barely got to see any of that.
You couldn't tell me with his fucking scarred up eye and his fucking sadistic look. You couldn't put together when you walked into that fucking room and lit up the lightsaber what the fuck was going to happen. And what about that poor youngling that runs out when Jimmy Smits is getting ready to leave? He's like, hey guys, what's going on? And then holy shit, the fucking kid gets blasted as he fucking jumps into his little hover fucking thing. Like, seriously? Violence in Star Wars? No.
Already seen it done
Yeah,
artistically and exactly the way it should be. I don't need to see it again.
And you'll know what's coming.
Yeah.
And you'll know what's coming. Ken?
Yeah, no, that's a beautiful moment. It's a near perfect moment in Star Wars. It's we're obsessed with ranking things, but it's like my
A
second
near
favorite
perfect moment. Was it on Robot Chicken?
there. And Whitworth and Stanton just got their A game for that. So yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Maybe in a Disney Plus What If series, we keep talking about that kind of imagination stuff. So no.
What if?
All right,
series?
Matthias Palaco. I like this one here, Matthias. The prophecy of the chosen one was never really referenced again. Do you think it is mentioned in the old books that Rey took with her? And do you think
Oh, you mean the books Ray fucking
anything
stole?
else about it, whether in episode 9 or other
Those books?
movies? So
No, but we missed that. It was just off camera. Yoda was like, hey, go get these books so I can fuck with Luke real quick.
Like,
goes into this. Dooku, Jedi Lost goes into us a bit, just prophecies in general. It's important. George believes, and that carries a lot of weight, that Anakin is the answer. But you got to imagine Rey might be familiar with it at some point.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to bring up the chosen one. I think it's kind of a thing that is gone. And maybe they even said that the Jedi were wrong about it. They don't even pay attention to it. I don't think it's brought up, not a once. I would like it to be. I would like it to all tie in. I hope.
You don't give a
No,
fuck.
because the linchpin of the prequels, whether you like or hate them, is about the fucking chosen one. They even make a fucking reference to it. Even in fucking Force Awakens, and the fucking ridiculous Snoke says something about the prophecy. So no, that wouldn't make any sense to put in the last fucking movie. No, we don't want any resolution to that. Fuck it. This whole thing that's been a key point in the Jedi Order. The whole entire thing. The reason why Qui-Gon says, fuck it, I'm going to disobey Jedi orders, and I'm going to take this kid, and I'm going to fucking train him up, even though I'm not supposed to have technically 2 Padawans. I'm going to break the rules because this prophecy, I believe the prophecy has to do with this. No, none of that is relevant. It should not
Careful,
bring
that keyboard is not that sturdy.
Oh my god, and it shouldn't be bring up in the last fucking movie entitled The Rise of Skywalker. We should not talk about prophecies whatsoever, because
We definitely shouldn't be talking about Skywalkers.
There aren't any left.
That's right.
They're all
Just
dead.
solos and organas.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the Skywalkers are gone. They've been
Killed that
gone
motherfucker.
Yep, we haven't seen a Skywalker since the end of Episode 7.
Because there was rumors, kind of thing. You said it popped up on Reddit at one point that they said that JJ was going to connect 1 through 9. I think there'll be references and things that happen, but I don't think it's going to be a full tie-in the way that everybody thinks it will.
So a reference, making a fucking reference to something is trying to tie everything together. You're referencing shit that's already happened. It's how you bring stuff to... Are you serious?
Wait, but also this doesn't make sense. Because, wait, if I remember correctly, like, did the prophecy of the Chosen One speak of somebody who didn't have a father or something? Or, like, you have to be born of a virgin, or is that not quite right?
Yeah, it was like immaculate conception, basically. There was no father. Just like, I don't know, Rey doesn't have any parents. Maybe a way for you to make this whole bullshit Rey thing actually make sense is be like, oh, she was immaculately conceived. Like, you know, the main fucking person who got the ball rolling, Anakin Skywalker. Oh, gee, Disney.
Zod. Just deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Click play.
Not a checklist of things.
I don't think it will be. But I don't think that the Chosen One will pop up, but I won't be sad if it does. How do you feel about you?
I don't think they're going to purposefully reference it. I think if it does, it's because we get that surprise cameo from Hayden Christensen, and it's said in past.
What?
Didn't work. It just gave him more oxygen to his brain, Rosetta. It did not calm him down. Does not compute.
Guys, I've been doing this showing for a while, and we heard a lot of fucking stupid sentences. But ding, 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 this asshole right here has made the top of the list with a fucking bullet. Are you...
I mean, at least I believe the people on Dragons on the Wall, they watched season 8 at minimum. I don't think that these people even watched episode 8 at this rate. They just go, yeah, it was awesome. Did you see that Crystal Fox? It was awesome.
I really enjoyed it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I really enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it.
Exciting. I think it's going to be great. Mm-hmm.
My themes.
I love it. I loved it. I love everything.
If you throw Hayden Christensen as Hayden Christensen as fucking Anakin Skywalker, who was the fucking chosen one, how the fuck is that a reference? No, he's just fucking like walking. He's gonna stroll across the screen and be like, "Hey guys, you remember me from the prequel movies? Hi, I'm just saying, how the fuck is everyone doing today? All right, I'm gonna fuck off now." Like, okay, we only got
Okay, somebody please send Zod some money via PayPal. He is going to need a new keyboard.
But I don't think it's going to be directly addressed or a plot point in episode 9. And I'd love to see it. I think it'd be neat, but I would not bet on it.
What do you think?
I don't think so. I don't, not that it doesn't matter, but it's wrapped up. I think she could be aware of it, but it just wouldn't necessarily.
what? They didn't wrap up shit in episode. Tell me one
They wrapped it up.
thing they
Oh, they're
wrapped up in
nobody.
episode 8.
They're nobody. They're
They
nobody.
wrapped up Snoke's storyline.
They wrapped it up. It's over. He's dead.
I mean, if he had a storyline.
No,
Did he have a
they didn't wrap that
storyline?
up because you have
Not
to
really.
you have to have a fucking arc. Where's
Oh wait,
Snoke's
he
arc?
does have a storyline. All of us just have to read the comic.
Yep. He just sits in a chair and then gets
Fucking
up once
pricks.
and then sits back down and then gets cut in half.
They didn't wrap up shit. They didn't explain shit. Oh, you know that bit about right now having? No, don't worry about that. Doesn't mean anything. Oh yeah, Canto bite. What does that mean? Nothing. We're just fucking around a bit. Nothing. Freeing the wild animals.
Canto bite means white American man bad.
What?
And animals are good. Animals are
animals good. People bad.
Slave boys can continue to be slave boys.
Work.
Correct.
Maybe
You don't care enough about that.
As long as they're white.
He's like, oh, but what about the prophecy of the chosen one? And if it was revealed that she was now the chosen one or something, and the prophecy transfers, I wouldn't necessarily want that.
It's a lot to put in.
It's a lot. It's exactly. It's just a lot. Even if it's there, it's a lot to dump.
Stop
into
fucking growling, dog. You're pissing me off. Continue.
Because he heard that statement, PB. That's why he's growling. He's like, what is this bullshit? I don't understand.
Unfortunately, like you had a 2/3 chance of guessing that it was a he, and it was the she that was growling.
Damn it.
Cheat if she turns out to be that kind of mishmash of all the
you
know, Luke, Anakin, all these things that he put into this, petri dish, whatever. Is that a cheat that she is part of the chosen one? I guess so.
I
But
mean,
again, big concept.
the chosen one
She's
probably ended with
Hold on.
The chosen one ended with Return of the. Just when I think you can't say anything stupider, the chosen one ended with Return of the Jedi. Because no, they didn't touch it in the prequels. They didn't mention it in the fucking Clone Wars. They didn't fucking talk about it in fucking Rebels. No, it ended solely in Return of the Jedi. And they didn't fucking reference it in Force Awakens or Last Jedi.
Okay.
Well, it did technically end at Return of the Jedi because he threw Palpatine off the bridge.
And he exploded into fucking smoke.
Snow.
Anyway, yeah.
I get it now.
Sure. Super chat from Rosetta Allen. Zod, deep breath. These guys are fuckwits. Focus on things that make you happy, like narrow fleshlights.
Okay. Well, now my whole train of thought was just derailed.
What?
Narrow fleshlights.
What's a fleshlight?
You don't know what a fleshlight is?
No, that's why I asked.
To the internet, proper.
Okay, to the internet.
Way to Anakin still brought balance to the Force. He still fulfilled that prophecy, and that's done. Like, I don't think you need to go back to it.
No, obviously he didn't.
Oh, it's
exactly. Yeah, like Rosetta said, it's a jack-off tube.
I agree. Maybe it's time for a new.
Oh,
Right. It did well because and the prophecy was that the chosen one was going to destroy the Sith.
Yeah.
Right.
But he didn't fucking destroy the Sith because Snoke is around.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Super chat from Mad Squirrel. I think Zod needs to call this before he dies a second time.
no, I want to see where this keeps going.
We got like 30 seconds left.
We have 2 minutes left.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
The Sith, as they were, have been destroyed.
Yeah.
The Sith. So that's a good point, but JC. All right.
No. The Sith. Oh,
No.
no. He doesn't
How
know
can
how
the
the Sith work.
be destroyed if fucking Snoke and Kylo Ren are using Sith powers and fucking lightsabers and fucking guards and the fucking order of whatever the fuck is still out in the fucking
Like,
First order.
like we're going by their definition, right? Their definition, and we're talking Disney Star Wars here. Their definition is Sith make the kyber crystals bleed, and that's how you get the red lightsaber. So, at very minimum, Kylo has to be a Sith because of his lightsaber. We don't know for a fact that Snoke is a Sith, but then again, I guess in Star Wars 2019, you can identify as whatever the fuck you want. Terms don't mean anything anymore. Luke wasn't a Jedi. He was just a guy on an island.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Very much for joining us here today. And where can they find if they want to come and check
You
out?
are not welcome.
What do they do?
We're open 6 p.m. till 2 a.m.
I will
every
not-
night.
Thumbs down.
purposely not
Thumbs
go
down.
to-
Right on Hollywood.
No, you better not cut this
no.
off, you motherfucker.
No, we need to see
Or scumandvillainy.cantina.com or facebook.com/scumandvillainy.cantina. We're more active on Facebook
Hold
and
on.
Twitter and Instagram.
Awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. A lot of people, if you're coming into town, you want to, you're a Star Wars fan or just a nerd fan overall, a lot of fandoms, pop on by. I am an actual customer who goes there all the time, so that is good.
I will never pop by your shitty establishment to hear your fucking wrong theories. Never. And I don't even want to see you. You.
What are you doing? What's up?
What am I
next?
doing?
What
What am I
doing?
doing?
What are you doing?
Dude, I gotta tell you,
now,
though, Scumandville is actually a great place. Just the owner's dumb, I guess. I don't know.
He goes, I'm doing baseball. We love Star Wars. What?
Wait, did I just hear that correctly?
Oh,
What was that again?
he said, okay, hold on. Okay, this is the big lead into whatever the fuck he's promoting.
I'm writing baseball now. You got my book, Why We Love Star Wars. Check it out. Audio version is out with my voice singing you to sleep there. I'm writing baseball for Flag Sports.
Why?
Baseball column. Refinding my passion for the sport I love. And you can go to kennapsuck.com for information on everything, including comedy in Washington, D.C. in November.
He probably thinks that the guy behind the plate is the goalie, too.
He said he's okay. He said he's
If he's knowledgeable about baseball the same way he's knowledgeable about Star Wars, he probably thinks the guy behind the plate is the goalie.
He said, I am refining my passion for baseball. If you have a passion for something, you don't need to fucking refine it. It's already been there.
Sometimes you just push it aside.
Like you can say, I'm returning to something I'm passionate about, or I'm pursuing something I'm passionate about, but not I'm rediscovering something I'm fucking passionate about. Are you shitting me?
Fucking rediscovering. It's not like you lost the formula for concrete for fucking 500 years and then we rediscovered it. That's not the same, you dick. Baseball's been around the entire time. You just stopped liking it. But then apparently couldn't make money at anything else, and was like, well, I guess the old guys writing for baseball either retired or died of boredom, so I'll go write for baseball now. I love Star Wars.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, like, very much.
I assume that
15.
proper Jeremy. Well, I gotta ask this question before. How much is left of this video?
Like a couple of seconds.
Play the seconds and then I'll ask the question.
15% off of the purchases. And also make sure you go on over to the schmodownlive.com. We're going to be in Orlando on October 19th with an opportunity for you, if you have a ticket,
That's a fucking
that you
proper
can get flown
name.
out to
You are
Los
a
Angeles
schmo.
and compete
You
in
are
a
a
Schmodown
schmuck.
next
You are
year
a fucking
if you're
dick.
part of that Fatal Four and you win it. So get on over there, get your tickets. If you're anywhere near it, this is your shot to be in the Schmodown. And who knows, maybe one day you'll compete against Ken Knapsack in the Star Wars division. But we will see you guys next Thursday. May the Force be with you.
You will
Fuck you.
not.
You will not
You
see
will not see me next Thursday. Okay, proper. The question I was going to ask you was, so I assume that you and Mad Squirrel know everything that the two of you are saying to each other?
No, not entirely.
Okay.
I have to Google Translate it.
Fucking Google. Is it Russian?
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
that makes me feel better.
Or did you think that
Did you see what?
Do you even know
Read
what
it.
that's?
Read it, Zod. I'm sure you read it just as well as you read English.
Couldn't be any worse.
I'm gonna need the Kandorian translations.
Okay,
I don't have the crystals around.
just
I've
plug it
smashed
into the
my
Google.
fucking keyboard.
Yeah, I heard. Twice. You probably broke the keyboard's neck, thought it was repaired, and then broke it again.
They're gonna come in and be like, what the fuck happened to the school's computer? You're like, don't worry about it.
She keeps on saying the same thing over and over. Well, she said it twice in a row. I have no idea what that says. What's it say, proper? What's Mad Squirrel trying to tell us? Does it say, fuck you, Collider?
No, the Squirrel Army will destroy you.
That's what that says?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
I got one for Squirrel.
the Squirrel Army in Russian will destroy you. That's not ominous.
The Squirrel Army is apparently everywhere. They're like my sources.
Okay, well, you got another super chat. Would you like to read it, Zod? I know that you love reading.
Super chat from Rosetta. I am so sorry for mocking you so much. I am just salty
Don't you
as
dare
fuck
apologize.
tonight. Thank you for putting up with me. Hey, that's what we do. We're about tolerance. Unless you're Brie Larson. Fuck you then. Get the fuck out of here. But anyone else, I'm tolerant.
Now, would you say fuck you to Brie Larson if she got a job in, let's say, bagel distribution?
No.
That's what I thought.
They're watching me. The Bagel Consortium is real, and they are watching me.
They are real and they have power?
Yes, they do. God. Don't,
They're real and they're spectacular.
don't mess with the Bagel people. The mob is gone, but the Bagel Consortium is very much alive.
Is this one of the most infuriating shillings that you've had
Oh,
to say?
absolutely. Oh my God. This has to be one of the, I don't know exactly how to say it, but let's go with least informative shillings ever. Like, at least when it was Michael K, yeah, he's a human fucking sunbeam, so everything that he talks about is going to be the greatest ever. Like, it's so good, I'll have to try something different next time. That's Michael K in a nutshell. But these guys apparently had an entire, what's supposed to be an hour-long show, but apparently they ran out of stuff to talk about. I don't know how you can run out of stuff to talk about when the stuff that you're talking about you don't even know about. There was not one single topic that they brought up where all three of them knew what they were talking about at any point for the entire, 42 and some minutes?
Yeah.
Or 42 minutes and some seconds, I should say.
Like, what I want to know is, how do you construct a panel where for like the whole entire time you've got no one who knows anything or agrees on anything at one point? Like, with our late night streams, at least at some point somewhere in the stream there's something where we're like, oh yeah, we all know about this, let's talk about it and give our own different opinions about it. This was like, do you know about this? No, I don't, but I heard from a rumor or something in development that this and this is happening. It's like, no, that's not how a panel works. I mean, like,
and then to have, I think we would have gotten more reasonable discussion if they would have had Christian Harloff's daughter on there. Would have been like, oh, I got to watch the movie through her eyes. Well, just have her on the show next time and have her talk about it, because she is probably a more well-rounded Star Wars fan, because she might actually pay attention to the movies and the
Like
TV shows. You tell me that you actually watch the Clone Wars and you actually watch Rebels, and oh, I watched the first couple episodes of Resistance and I liked it, but it didn't really grab me. Well, that's a fucking oxymoron if I ever heard one. How the fuck do you like something but it don't grab your attention? I don't say that about shit. If it don't grab my attention, I would say, well, it has an interesting premise, but I'm still skeptical about it. That's what I would say if it didn't totally suck me in.
Or you're just bored. You're just bored
Something.
and you don't want to waste your time with something that you're not entirely invested in.
Like
I wanted Resistance to have a good story and just the art style be shit. That's what I was really hoping for. And that I would just have to deal with the art style. It was dumb.
I don't know if I can deal with those ends on Ash's face.
Like, if I'm watching a show and it is background noise, I can't come on and do a review and go, it was the greatest show ever. Well, name a scene. Well, the first episode, like the first 5 minutes, this happened. So it was a good thing. It just didn't grab me. I just kept it on as background noise for the entire run. But, I watched it. It was in the fucking background. I just didn't pay attention.
See, I hate people that say that. They're like, oh yeah, I watched, I watched all 3 of the original Star Wars movies today. And I go, okay, well that's, 6 hours plus, not quite 7 hours. Well, you're going to probably, whatever the reason is, I was like, did you actually sit down and watch the movie? Or was the movie just on? Because these are not the same thing. And then if we're talking about something that's new, like the Resistance, watching the episode, that's like the same thing what Perp did when he said, I watched The Boys. I watched The Boys, except I fell asleep during episode 2 and woke up sometime during episode 3. But I watched all of The Boys. No, you didn't. How can you say you watched all of the show when you just told me you didn't watch all of the show? So if you're going to be watching it with the, as Zod would say, critical eye to either do a review or even more so, run a panel where you're going to talk to other people, thousands of other people, to give them your, air quote, expert opinion on something, maybe you should watch the entire fucking show so you don't sound like a complete moron. Or else that's what maybe the 3 of us should do. Just start a panel and be like, hey guys, let's pick a show on TV. None of us watch it, and we'll come back next week. We'll do a review.
I think we should do that. We should do that.
We should. We should just
What is
do.
a show? What is a show that we haven't watched before? I'll host it. Fuck it. Like it'll be awesome.
Ooh, a show I haven't watched before. Oh, are we talking like a cable show or like a network show here?
Hey, I've never seen Shameless.
I've never seen Shameless.
I've seen.
Like, I think I'm.
Bits and
Damn it!
pieces.
God, you ruined it.
Well, I was gonna say, I think I might have seen like a scene of it before, and that was it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm about there.
Yep.
But I couldn't
Okay.
tell you what season it was from or anything like that at all.
I couldn't tell you the characters, anything.
No,
Yep,
all
like-
I know is William H. Macy looks like a homeless guy.
Yep.
Yep. Exactly.
That's all
There we
I
go.
know about the show.
There we go. There we go. We can have a
let's-
panel on
let's do it.
Shameless.
Let's
Yeah,
review
Shameless
that.
review.
And I don't know. Did they even read a synopsis of what happened?
It don't seem like it.
I guess we're not reading a synopsis either.
I mean, from what you heard of them talking in any instance, did it sound like they watched any of it?
Not really.
It didn't even sound like Mr. American Psycho didn't even sound like he's a Star Wars fan.
But really, not really. The scum and villainy guy. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Mr.
Oh.
Red Shirt.
He sounded so.
Well, you
dumb.
got, this is how I was putting it. We had Mr. American Psycho, and then it was Duck Dynasty Star Wars, and then Captain Galaxy's Edge.
Or Christine Harloff.
Yeah, those were my three names for the guys that they had on the panel.
Mm.
Like, oh man, like I expect to hear stupid, but that whole ending, like they went out with a bang. Like literally every stupid thing they could possibly say about Star Wars, they just held it right to the
Speaking of
end.
which,
I mean,
baseball. What the?
what was that?
It's like, oh, by the way, baseball.
Oh my God. Like, how many people that are watching the Jedi Council are baseball fans?
Some, but to be.
Yeah, so we've been
I'm
talking
not so
about
sure that there are.
we've been talking about Star Wars parodies because they didn't talk about actual Star Wars, and I'm writing for baseball, so go check it out. My baseball, but let me show you a book about Star Wars. Like, what guy? You're pitching, you're writing for baseball, and then he shows a book about Star Wars. How do these two things?
I mean, you don't play baseball in Star Wars? Star Ball?
Oh my God.
Seriously, like, yeah.
So anyway,
So yeah,
this is
I don't know. You guys ever watched Empire?
nope.
Nope.
Fuck that
Oh,
show.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
There we go. We could do that one too.
Yes, Jesse.
They're on their last season.
Smollett. We can talk about Jesse Smollett.
Yeah, we got Jesse Smollett, the French actor.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we already know. You got that one dude who was in that one movie about flowing.
Oh, you mean no? He's talking about. Hold on. I got to think of his name. He's talking about original Don Cheadle from Iron Man.
Isn't it Terrence?
Right?
No,
Yes, it's Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. Yeah.
Original Don Cheadle.
Yeah, original Don Cheadle from Iron Man.
Yeah, he was in the first Iron Man, and then he was all like, "No, I need more money." They were like, "Okay." Cue Don
They were like, Don Cheadle doesn't need more money.
Nope.
He's like,
They're like, you think that you are that much of a special black actor? We will get a different black actor, and he'll be a better black actor.
No one will notice.
No, but well, I noticed them. Well, I mean, I noticed, and I was like, wait, is that supposed to be Rhodey? And they were like, you know, in that very first scene, walks in. I was like, yeah, I guess that is supposed to be fucking Rhodey. That is not Terrence Howard. Shit. And then they have, you know, my favorite character ever in any TV show that I've never seen because she has the greatest name I've ever heard. Cookie.
Oh, Cookie.
I bet that's Terrence Bots. Terrence Bot? Terrence, I don't know how to say that. It's supposed to be possessive. That's Terrence's, not Terrence Howard, but Terrence that we talked to. That's his favorite cookie. He was all lying to us when he said it was oatmeal raisin. Fucking Australians.
He's not Australian.
I know he's not Australian, but all it took was for a fucking Australian to come on the panel. I talked to that motherfucker for 20 goddamn minutes, twisting his fucking arm just to try and figure out, hey, like, what's your favorite cookie, guy? This isn't a difficult question, even if you don't like cookies. If cookies are the things that you hate the most in the world, which one do you hate the least? I don't really like cookies. I don't have a favorite cookie for 20 fucking minutes. And then Lethal Lightning comes on to the panel and he goes, Terrence, what are your 3 favorite cookies? And he just tells him what his 3 favorite cookies are, like nothing. And then I was like, like stunned. And he goes, well, and then out of those 3, what's your favorite? And he goes, oatmeal raisin. And Lethal goes, well, that wasn't that hard, was it? And I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And I hit mute and I walked away for 5 minutes.
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
Terrence likes me. That's why he disabled all the comments on his videos.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. So.
Oh, Generation Productions. You showed up at the end? How long has he been here? Have I not been paying attention, or did he just get here?
He just got here. All right, let me go down the panel. We're going to start wrapping this up. Go ahead, Proper. Tell them about the most proper monetized channel on YouTube.
Oh, I was going to say I was monetized, but you already did it for me. I was very excited to hear about that, and I'm going to be having a stream. Oh, my God. Squirrel. Oh my God.
Did she say something extra awesome in Russian?
Oh, yeah.
The link to Terrence's channel. He loves cookies.
Oatmeal raisin cookies.
But he doesn't have a Twitter yet because he has morals.
He has morals when interacting with humans. I don't know why.
Unless, of course, you're talking about the porn reviews. Then we just leave morals at the door.
Hey, man, Twitter ain't got nothing to do with porn. Well, usually.
No. I've gotten quite a few people who are following me, and it's like, oh, do me 25. I'm like, oh, okay.
25 times, or?
I don't know, man. I was just like,
do me 25? Are we still talking about porn?
Yeah, there's someone on Twitter, and then I click on it, and they're like, oh, go to my private site, blah, 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 blah.
No, like, you tell me to go to your private site, I'm out. No, I don't do that
that's
shit.
what I said, and done.
Yep. I never do that.
No, you come to my channel and interact.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, so, Proper, do you got anything else coming besides another great episode of This Week in Bullshit?
Oh, yes, a great episode of This Week in Bullshit. I'm thinking of, I have some ideas for this, I don't know, this anti-review.
Ooh.
Thing. Dibs.
Yeah.
The anti-review, where we're gonna be reviewing Empire, but where you haven't seen it.
Seen it ever.
Nope. We're going to be reviewing that. Also, the monetization stream will be, I think it's going to be on Sunday. I'll have it there.
Nice.
you two are more than welcome to pop in.
I would love that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of great guests. I'm excited. I'm very excited. This turned out to be a very, very great day.
And if you
And
get me monetized, I will break a thick board with my head. I might pass out and someone may have to call 911, but I'll do it.
I thought you were gonna break a brick.
No, that was just a rumor mill. Okay, you know what?
It's not a
Never mind.
rumor. It's a leak. It's a leak.
It's in production.
We'll do the other one when you hit 1,000, and then you can karate chop brick with your hand, or 8 of them if you can. 8 bricks. 8 bricks.
Dude, I did 2 bricks. Let me tell you that story. I punched that fucker like 3 times, and every time I'm cursing, like, fuck, that hurt worse than the other fucking time, Jesus. And finally that fucker broke. And those are the 2 bricks that I used outside to prop open the door, because it took like my hand a fucking week to recover. So 8 bricks, I'll be out of intensive care in about a year.
8 bricks it is. Thank you.
But then again, I only need 1 hand for various things. So, you know.
Oh, like typing.
Yeah, we'll stick with typing. Anyway.
No. Or riding a bike. I don't know.
And of course, the curator, the commander, the co-host, and the person who keeps this wacky ship in line unless he goes off on a rant or he's yelling at his dog, and the person who has great videos like, what is that little thing we see, the Wave Runner? What does it mean? What is it?
The Wayfinder?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Wave Finder. Wave Runner sounds better.
That's a boat. That's because a Wave Runner is a real boat, whereas the Wayfinder is not a real thing that is apparently going to be in Star Wars Episode 9. Tross. An atrocity.
Go ahead and tell us about your new videos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm PB. You can find me at Pop Culture PB on YouTube and on Twitter. I do videos talking about Marvel and Star Wars and High Council highlights. And, you know, the occasional fun rant. You never know what's going to pop up on there. So, don't know what the next video is that I got coming up. It'll probably be a High Council highlight, but I'm not sure. But tomorrow night, I will be back here in the Fandom Zone for our regularly scheduled late night talks with Zod and PB. And then on Thursday, I will be on Proper Jeremy's channel for This Week in Bullshit. I look forward to both.
Thank you. And I echo those same sentiments.
You're not going to be on This Week in Bullshit. You're not in the chat.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have you on next week.
That's okay. I can wade through bullshit.
I believe that.
We all believe that. We just sat through listening to that 40-minute video for 3 hours. We know how to sit through our bullshit.
And of course, you have been in the Fandom Zone. And I will be having some great stuff coming up while everyone is putting up their first review for the Joker. I will be putting out my spoiler review because fuck you, I had my review up before everyone else. So suck it, everyone. And also, I'm going to be doing a Fandom Talks. Don't ask me who it's going to be on because I have no fucking clue. But I'll let you guys know as those things develop. And I will be doing something with Echo Base Network. We're going to get up and talk Clone Wars and our feelings and how we are excited about this new season coming up. Maybe some predictions we might have.
When is this happening?
That is going to be Sunday.
Oh, really? Talking the Clone Wars without me?
Well, you know, well, damn it, no.
Liar.
It's all, you know what? You know what? I'm just gonna say it like this. It's in production. Also,
It's in development.
yeah, it's in development.
Okay.
And of course, I might do some things here and there. I got some reviews that are coming down the pipeline. I also recently finished watching an anime I did not expect to finish, so I will have finally an anime review coming out. And yeah, you guys see it, you'll know. So, thank you, everybody. And as always, remember the one and only rule here in the Fandom Zone. Kneel before Zod.
No.
That's not the only rule, and it's fucking stupid.
Ooh.